Star Trek and how we think Star Wars is better.
Oh, no.
Let me talk to you about Star Wars for a minute.
Oh my God.
I was there in 1977. I have authority.
Wait, were you?
I was small. I didn't know what the hell was going on.
Okay.
I'm just not sure why my father took me to that film. But then I made my father and mother take me to that film like 20-something more times.
Time did you understand the movie a little bit more than the previous time, and by like time 20 you mostly understood it?
In theory.
I mean, to be fair, if any movie was just like instantly understandable by anyone above the age of 4, it's gonna be Star Wars.
Are you calling Ensley slow?
No, I'm saying you kind of.
I think he's calling Star Wars a children's movie, actually.
I mean, that's true.
It's explicitly a children's movie.
Correct, yeah.
And the next couple of movies are somewhat understandable by young people, but episode 1.
I was 5.
You need a passing interest in macroeconomics to care about half the plot of number 1.
I remember my biggest problem was there were too many bad guys. I was in my simplistic mind storytelling, first I was like, okay, the Jawas are the bad guys. Okay, then it's the Sand People are the bad guys. Oh no, who are the bad guys in this movie? And then Darth Vader showed up. I was like, now we go. But then there was this old English dude who apparently could tell Darth Vader to jump off a cliff. And so, too many bad guys. It confused me.
When you said that, I was like, aren't there like 2 of them? And my first thoughts were, oh yeah, there's Tarkin and Vader. But I guess there is also a series of wacky aliens in the first third who are all one-scene antagonists.
Right, and you're 5, and they're doing things to the people who've definitely been established very early on as the heroes.
Oh, this Greedo guy, he's really scary. I hope Han shoots him and gets rid of... Oh, okay. I guess Greedo's out of the movie now.
Oh no, that guy's being rude to Luke. Oh well, he's gone now.
Yeah, that is kind of a thing. The Jabba is introduced early in the movie as a major concern for Han, and just doesn't show up the rest of the movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's technically a special edition change. The Jabba the Hutt scene is not in the original theatrical release.
He's mentioned.
There is a scene. It's just not a lizard.
I don't think that was in. I think that was a deleted scene they re-put in the special edition.
Yeah, with fancy new effects. It's about the same time they changed all the Nazis' guns in Raiders of the Lost Ark to walkie-talkies.
The scene with the fat guy in black or whatever, that wasn't in the original?
No,
it was a deleted scene. That's why they could change Jabba's appearance, because he hadn't ever appeared on screen before.
Have lived in a time where I just assumed you could just change things that had been established in Star Wars however you wanted.
Yeah, people didn't have opinions on how the internal lore mechanics of hyperspace were. But no, if the rumors that they're actually going to do a 4K remaster of the theatrical releases is true, then you can finally learn how different the original movies were.
Oh, now I would buy the 4, 5, and 6.
I guess, it
4K
would
remaster.
It is going to take them prying it away from George to see those.
Well, he doesn't own it anymore. It's Disney now, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He was the impediment to that.
Yeah.
And on the back of all that I started, this is the Electric Metropolis. I'm AD, the Electric Metropolis video game tour. I'm AD Springer, also known as Corbinian. And believe it or not, we are going to be playing Star Wars Return of the Jedi. No, we're playing Star Trek Age of Empires, our second episode of the new series. And
wait, is it Age of Empires actually a Star Wars game?
I mean, it's a crossover. Now, I'm pretty sure it's Star Trek, but who knows? Winchester might put a curveball on us. So I'll give it to him to tell us how it was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
It's not Age of Empires, but it's just Star Wars Empires or something like that, or Empire at War. Empire at War.
Empire at War.
And it may be 13-year-old me's favorite piece of media at all.
God, yeah, that was such a good game. Anyway, Star Trek.
Yeah, there was a great DS9 game. There's like a third-person shooter, and yeah, that was a good one. And you went all around the station, did all sorts of cool stuff.
All right. Oh, we'll call it a 3-threat game. I'm gonna assume not Finn, but Fox will be here, so it's 15. And we go to Med Bay, but first the captain's log.
Dr. Bashir?
Captain's Log Supplemental. Captain Razora Arcos, USS Vanguard. Stardate 42246.5. After beaming down to New Decor, I met with Commander Hesnick, or so I thought. As we caught up and reminisced, I had a strong suspicion that I was being interrogated. I proposed that we beam up to the Vanguard so I could give Frank a tour, since he's had no opportunity to see the Galaxy class since his retirement. He jumped at the opportunity, but seemed evasive about beaming up. Given mounting suspicions, I ordered an emergency beam up to the Vanguard, whereupon Frank triggered a suicide device. Krasik's training mission has been interrupted pending an investigation of the security threat on the planet, and Dr. Nassar is investigating the doppelganger to give us some more context on just how long Frank has been in Cardassian service. I'm terrified of what they must have done to Frank, the real Frank. Given the lack of local governance, Starfleet has local jurisdiction for this matter, so I've given directives to ensure local stability, safety, and security of the settlement. Our directives? No local constabulary, so Starfleet has jurisdiction. Investigate the strange events in New Decor. Stop any illegal activity in New Decor, and ensure the refugee camp at New Decor is stable.
The first one doesn't count as a directive so much that you can call on. I just added that as why the other 3 were your responsibility and not someone else's.
All right.
Um,
And do you want me
I
to go over
guess you
those?
can call on it. I take that back. I guess you could call on it. It's going to be hard to use as a directive. That's just more of an informative thing. But you
Could challenge. That's just as hard.
You could challenge. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to play the episode. So give me my determination, please.
This is the job of non-existent police officers.
Oh, the rest of those, I just happened to think about looking over the memory alpha, and I just copied all the ones that were like, hey, these things could apply to this episode. So in case anyone needed them for roleplay purposes, they're here. They still technically apply as directives, I guess, but they're not like...
they're more like standing orders.
I didn't put them there as, here are additional directives. I put them there as, hey...
These are Starfleet orders, directives, and such.
Important to know.
I guess they technically still apply, but anyways, we have a scene in Med Bay. Everyone can participate, except the captain who will be coming in later. That is, participate with someone appropriate to medical.
Yep, I'll grab Dr. Nassar.
All right, the other two of you. What do you want to do?
Is there anyone else appropriate to medical?
You'd have to make them.
Okay, yeah, I'll make one up real quick. Please give me a character and put it under medical.
Do I need another sheet under medical, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was debating Anafina, but given the situation, Anafina would not be in medbay right now. She'd be
I don't think she's even on the ship.
Oh, yeah. I thought some time had passed since there and there.
About an hour. Actually, I think you probably are back on the ship. I was assuming like a general emergency recall.
Yep.
There he is.
All we've done is read the log.
Cool.
Quick, make a medical character.
I thought we had one.
Shut up.
Yeah,
Make
but
a
we
medical
need
character.
more.
Yes, the doctor is examining the patient.
Inslee, what role? What are you going for?
A support of some sort. What are you asking?
I'm asking to because 3 people are about to try to make a medical support. It'd be weird if we had 3 chief surgeons.
Someone could make like a forensic investigator.
I was just.
Hold on a second. Don't jump to it's a dead body yet.
Oh,
Actual medical people would probably be a better place to start.
I was.
You
just
can
gonna
still
make-
do forensics on a living body.
You sick person.
I was thinking making a ship's counselor. Would that be a supervisory or regular?
That would be supervisory.
Maybe I'll go for a cyberneticist.
yeah. I was gonna say if I look at the book for like the science medical stuff, there are a bunch of different like roles. Even if they don't have the role abilities, it's a good like guide.
You could also pull from 1E if you wanted to.
Which one are you looking at?
Oh, I don't know.
Book-wise?
It would be in the science book from 1E.
Okay.
Because that book gave a bunch of book gave a bunch of medical roles.
Yeah.
I think there was like head nurse was one of them.
Creating medical characters.
Because they're supports, I don't think they get the actual role benefits, but
yeah.
Here it is. There's chief surgeon, head nurse, anesthesiologist, and physician's assistant.
Yeah, supports can take positions on the ship. They can have a role ability. I don't think there's any rule against that. It's just most of the time, if they have a role ability, they should be a
Main
supervisor.
character.
No, a supervisory support.
Oh yeah.
But there's some cases, especially in using the older roles like head nurse or something, that they're not going to be a supervisor.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Just figured it was. I figure any of these would be good just because we're on a galaxy class, so. And how big? And what's the medical department on this ship?
3, I think.
Oh yeah, then solid medical department. So you do want me to make one?
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
In fact, it occurs to me that I could have asked the rest of them to go ahead and do this instead of our Paramount hate fest. But I did not.
I'll make a physician's assistant. Should I prioritize the stats or the token?
The token.
Okie dokie.
The stats you can do as we're playing.
Yep, figured as much.
Character generator has shitty cation tokens.
Oh my god. The urge to make a cetacean is really strong, but no.
Ship doesn't have dual environment.
I know, but I'm
That's right.
looking through this.
That's where you give them the ability to walk around with their own personal stuff. They're in their own little floating suit, their Evo suit.
I feel like you have to preface every time they show up on screen being like, hey, Starfleet didn't send them here. They decided they wanted to be on this ship. It's their decision to be in the pod. They're not being forced to be in the pod. And that would get tiring.
Says you. You're not the one who has to say it.
That's what it is.
Ooh.
Alrighty then.
Where's token? Damn.
Comforts of the internet where so many fans have like builders and stuff to speed through the process.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I was at a table, like back in the day, if I had to make stuff really quickly, it'd be a lot of sketches on bits of printer paper or line paper.
Yeah.
With the book right there next to me.
Incredible doodles, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
People pass
And if we were playing back in the day, it'd be even more difficult because this is not a five goblins. This is definitely 5 Jim Hadar.
Hey, once you get used to it, you stop seeing the dice. You see, Jem'Hadar, Romulan. You color code them. The green ones are the green aliens. The yellow ones are the yellow aliens. Yeah.
I was at least gonna say I'd use miniatures, but I could cheap out. But yeah, this green D20, that is the Ferengi Daimon.
It'd be yellow. Thank you very much, because of Latinum. Also, don't use
Oh, I
D20s.
thought you
Those
were
roll
gonna use
around.
And presumably the idea is if we pick one that isn't in TUI, we just take one of the talents it could get as a thing, is the species trait.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Oh shit! The focus is.
Because for some reason I decided to make a Zindi reptilian.
I barely know what those are.
Watch more ENT. Freaking casual.
No, I know
All
what
right.
is in.
We at least have the tokens. So, a medical emergency has been declared as most of the medical department arrives. Into the surgical bay for corpsmen carry a patient who's just been beamed into the medical bay to the surgical bed. And as they approach, the lead corpsman says, "Doctor, we have a middle-aged Cardassian male with cosmetic alterations to appear human. The patient has consumed a toxic substance, an unidentified toxic substance that has begun attacking the nervous system. We've applied a cortical stimulator to maintain brain activity." And they start putting the person on the bed.
But yeah, the doctor's just going to say, "Well, by Jove, that's not how I expected this day to go." And he's going to, I want to perform a routine, I want to scan him with my medical tricorder and, come up with an analysis of the poison flow, the poison flowing through his body, like I guess a toxicology report.
Reason medicine, difficulty 2.
Reason. Why is the doctor's medicine 2?
I didn't make.
That does not sound right.
Yeah, this doctor has a command of 4, a science of 4, and a medicine of 2. I'm thinking maybe the person who made this
medicine and science should be swapped.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it might be one of those things where the sheet records it in one order, and then you just copied over the numbers.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think that's what I did.
Reason, okay. Imaging systems, if we're using the, I said
Yes.
tricorder, but if we're using this thing, great. We have a focus in that. This guy's not going to have any talents. No. All right, take 1 threat.
Oh, and real quick, there are 4 supports. being introduced for the first time. Are any of these getting an additional upgrade? Because that could take this from 4 crew support to 8 crew support, so it kind of matters.
Why don't we upgrade the chief medical officer?
Okay.
I think the rest of them can probably work as just kind of regular supports, but might as well upgrade the department heads when we get a chance.
All right, then we'll count that as 5 support used.
I'll give him cautious medicine right now, so I don't have to look in the book for anything.
3 gained. The ship's sensors medicine would help. I'm already there, so I will roll it for you. That's only 1, and it is a hit, so that is another momentum gain. So that's 4 momentum gained total.
All right.
This is a novel neurotoxin. It isn't listed in the database. In fact, it doesn't have a name or an entry, but you've started to identify it and categorize it.
Okay, so
As a
novel in the
neurotoxin.
sense, novel meaning it's unknown to Starfleet.
Yes.
Okay. Then he is going to say, "Listen up, team. This appears to be a unknown form of neurotoxin. We'll do our best to treat it, but makes it unlikely this patient will survive." Okay. Reason, medicine. Do any of you have any focuses in toxicology or anything of the sort?
I have pharmacology. I could help find medicines that might work. If the GM will accept it, that is.
I would accept toxicology and pharmacology interchangeably.
Okay, yeah, I've
Okay.
got pharmacology.
Then, okay.
Probably not helpful. All I've got is natural medicines.
Okay. GM, could I spend 2 of the momentum to create the trait that I've created an analysis of the chemical structure of this of this neurotoxin that I've broken it down into its elements. Not that I've broken it down in his system, but we understand what it's made out of.
Yes.
Okay. Then you see kind of like flash on one of the screens above the patient. You see like data flash depicting the 3D molecular structure, and he says, "This is what we're dealing with. We need to find a way to treat this." And Ensley, what's your character's name?
Tura.
Tura, I know you have familiarity with toxicology. Does this look like anything is this similar to anything you've encountered before?
Is it GM? What shall I roll?
For 2 momentum, you could establish a trait representing familiarity.
Everybody okay with that? That'll be the last 2 on the board.
Go ahead.
Okay, yep. Yes, Doctor, I believe I'm familiar with this toxin or something similar.
Well, then we shall have to base a treatment plan off of that. And GM, I would like to work with Tura to make a treatment plan based off of the virus it is most similar to.
Toxin.
Toxin, excuse me.
Tura is familiar with similar chemicals used to Um, reset parts of a patient's nervous system to remove any learned behaviors or traits. This seems to be on a much greater scale. In fact, overriding everything on the brain
So
to a point of uselessness.
Not just like a memory wipe, but walking, breathing, all that stuff.
All of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Set all to 0.
Right.
It's not just learned behaviors, but instinctual behaviors.
Yes. If this
Down
runs
to
its
autonomic,
course,
yeah.
fundamentally the body will forget to breathe, the heart to beat.
Understood. Off of the similar toxins you've encountered, is there any known cure or treatment?
GM?
In your experience, this is a treatment. Like you,
I've only seen that similar type of toxin used in treatment of the most severe cases of trauma, used to.
let me correct you. I let you have this rather than forcing you to make a task because this would be something you'd be familiar with using similar things to help people with prosthetics.
Okay.
With cybernetics, because you need to rework how the brain.
We use somewhat similar toxins to help rewire the brain when attaching cybernetics, particularly deep neural interfaces.
Understood. Which means we've never been in the business of counteracting it before.
Well, for the ones we have, of course, there are mediators and cures, if you will, because it's a very delicate procedure and every patient reacts differently. So we might be able to do something.
If nothing else, you need to... It seems, doctors, that you'll need to stabilize them before it degrades any further. Is there any stasis pods aboard while the mystery is solved?
Jam?
Insight, medicine, difficulty 1.
I suppose I'll pick that up and activate Satak.
Yeah, hey, you asked the question.
One momentum gained. The time it would take to set up a stasis unit is likely to ensure that this patient cannot be revived from a brain dead state.
So, of the various drugs we use in cybernetics and neural interfaces, since we've got the breakdown of what the toxin is, do any of those appear to be likely or some combination thereof to help?
insight medicine, and I will spend 2. I think this is difficulty 3. I'm going to make it a difficulty 4. This is probably assisted by ship's computer's medicine.
No choice but to full mit this, so I will.
You do have the ship, and you could get at least one other assist for free.
Oh, that's true.
I can assist you.
Not to tell you what to do, but
Yeah. So I will give you 1 momentum for the 3rd die, and then let's hope the ship and the chief medical officer comes through.
Okay, could I assist with reason medicine? If I'm helping reason them through it?
yes.
Great.
We're going to need the ship to succeed here. Someone has that.
Hooray!
That is the number. Yes, you could modify a common neural receptor in the body to reject these rather than accepting them.
I think our
Rather
best
than
bet is.
yeah, go ahead.
I think our best bet is to modify the alpha T87 receptor to change the shape of its lock, as it were, to make it refuse the key of this toxin. And I think we can do it with this combination.
By Jove, that might just work.
After this is
Let's-
over, you will have to tell me who this Jove is. Must have been an amazing doctor.
The doctor is going to say, before we test this on a patient, let's attempt to run a model to see if this works. And I want to quickly step over and try to run with them a computational model of the scenario. See if we can,
Remind you of what. Well, actually, I say that Instant Cytec's the one who's
Instant, I got demoted.
realized
I have
the time
pips.
pressure.
Okay.
Oh, Commander Cytec.
You're right. We're under time pressure. Then she's going to say, or he's going to say, well, that's a theoretical and untested solution. Is there any way we could perform this modification in as soon as possible?
We have these drugs on hand.
Very well, then let's get a sample and begin modifying it immediately.
So yeah, I will make the combination and or inject the necessary drugs through the biobed. First day out, she's gonna mess up somebody's brain.
I assume first we have to
Sharing-
synthesize the alternative version of the drug you're speaking of.
I think the biobed does that, doesn't it?
I'm willing to say
next
that
generation?
the biosurgical bed on a galaxy, because this is not just
Okay.
a biobed a patient like recovers in. This is every device the med bay has rolled into one super suite.
Okay, so we can input the medicine
Yes.
we want, and then make changes, and then it'll replicate it. Gotcha.
Let's Oh, actually, our medicine score is pretty big. So the medical department actually has like more than just this room.
Yeah. No, it's just this isn't the 23rd
Yeah,
century
galaxies
anymore.
alone start with 1 to medicine. So while patrol ships might have a smaller med bay, not a Spartan one, but a small one, the med bay on a galaxy is better than average.
Mm-hmm.
Daring medicine difficulty 5. But before that, I'm gonna give a insight, medicine, or command to Commander Cytek.
Focus and ethics.
Yes.
Two hits.
Now remind me what I said the difficulty was. Did I say the difficulty?
Of the original task, you said was 5.
No, that was the task we're about to do after this one.
Oh, sorry.
I don't recall it. No, I don't think you said
I
it.
don't think you said
You
anything.
just called. You just
I'm
called
gonna
for a
say
check.
it's 2 then, because 2 is the average that we do. Cytek, you are aware that a lot of safeguards and procedures are being skipped here, which is normally acceptable in the case of a patient who would otherwise die. If the patient's going to die, or if the patient is dead, the patient is clinically dead right now. You can't do worse.
Mm-hmm.
You can't make them worse than dead. But
You can certainly try.
Actually,
Challenge accepted, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus
do you think
Christ.
that the doctor should actually make a quick log and give at least the record, if not the room, an actual voiced authorization to do this? Because it definitely is going to require approval from the ship's medical officer to do most of these things, and you could blow right past doing all of that.
Point of medical ethics, Dr. Nassar. You will want to. I will remind you that you may wish to log your override of a certain protocol and procedure before you continue further, unless all of us are required to report you for lack of proper recording of medical fact.
He says he looks like he's about to fight you and say like a patient's life is on the line, but he says, "No, you would be correct. Thank you for bringing this up. I shall record a log quickly," and he shall take a few steps back, pull open the diction feature on his tricorder, or not his tricorder, on a pad, and quickly dictate out an explanation that the patient is currently in a crisis state where an unknown neurotoxin, hypothetically similar to other neurotoxins that are medicines that we've used for cybernetics, is at play here. That we believe that the patient will likely suffer a complete brain death if no action is taken, unless we are engaging in a very risky course of treatment, because the alternative is a patient who will enter a complete vegetative state and be unable to even breathe without life support.
All right. Daring medicine difficulty 5.
Okay.
Also recommend dialing up the power on the presser field in case this works and he wakes. If he was willing to commit such a radical action, he may try to do so again if he's revived. She just says calmly. She's watching the procedures because she's ship's counsel. She's just kind of here in case you need her to talk to him. But also, she's sort of a medical ethics check for the medical department.
Starfleet needing someone to say, is that ethical? I could never. All right, so who's making the daring medicine roll? Should I do that?
If need be, I do have a daring medicine 15.
I have 14, but I have a value.
Yeah, so I can assist.
Okay. Sorry, we can see something, Jim?
I was just looking at those. I would accept surgery or pharmacology here.
All right. Daring medicine focus in surgery. Jim, would you accept me spending my value on help all in need? Because
Yes.
as far as I know, this guy's not a good person, but I'm still gonna help him. All right. Then I'm gonna spend.
Do you know that he's not a good person?
He's a Cardassian spy who killed and impersonated a Federation officer.
I don't think the Corpsman said any of those things.
We know he's a Cardassian who impersonated a man who was who we
Wow,
were going to visit.
I
Who
don't
was a
think
captain.
I don't think the doctor was told literally anything other than this is a Cardassian male, middle-aged Cardassian male who's had surgery to look like a human.
But I'm presuming I knew I had seen a picture of the captain that we were going to visit over the however many days it took for us to get here. But if he doesn't know, that's fine. In any case,
All I'm saying is that no one has told the doctor anything about what happened on the planet or any spy shenanigans.
All right. Take a full med of threat, and I'll roll 4. So that is 5. That's 6.
Ships. Sensors medicine.
Hey.
It is 3 gained.
Also a bonus because sensors were used and succeeded.
Mm-hmm.
High resolution sensors aboard.
Heck yeah.
So you want to use that bonus momentum, but the patient is stabilized. The damage cannot be reversed, but you have managed to stop the progress.
So he might not remember anything.
What
parts of the brain does this toxin attack first?
This is an excellent question, and I believe we shall only determine the full extent of the damage through careful observation over the coming hours and days.
You could ask that question with the bonus momentum on the table.
Oh, okay. Then I should just forget coming observation. I shall ask that question immediately. I shall scan the parts of the brain to determine what was most damaged.
The higher order functions are attacked first.
Figures.
In this case, a complete clearing of stored information on the frontal lobe.
It's memory.
Yeah, I mean that's
what I thought would be the case.
Yeah, I mean if you got a spy, that's the first thing you're gonna want to wipe. In case they are revived and resuscitated.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have a concept of their capacity to be resuscitated?
That would be another question.
Yeah, I'll spend a momentum for that. Hopefully they at least have, like, basic breathing. homeostasis abilities?
The medically responsible thing is going to have them sedated for a while longer because a lot of their bodily functions were erratic or not functioning. So there is other damage to the body that could be healed over time.
Right, because the brain
There
was
was a lot
going.
of stress on the heart and such.
Well, Doctor, it seems we've done. You've done as much as you can with the patient without speaking with him, since we're only really allowed to work on him in such that we can preserve his life. Anything further, we would have to be considering his wishes, especially if we do any further. If you do any further experimental techniques.
If he is even in a state to express his wishes.
Which can only be evaluated once he's either possible to be resuscitated, Ensign, or he is considered to be in a full vegetative state. But at present, the current timeline, correct me doctors, is that we are looking at someone who will recover with time. May or may not be psychologically capable of responding to queries. I cannot do an evaluation on an unconscious person, nor could I advise you to speed the recovery against the person simply for an evaluation.
An accurate assessment.
I concur with you, counselor. Patient will likely need a significant amount of time undergoing neurological and psychological aid, which, while important, would likely be the job of a different medical care team if the ship can identify their next of kin and family and primary care doctor. We've stabilized them for now and can consult with the captain about where they are going.
It is rather curious why he did this. I wasn't aware we were in near Cardassian space, or current Cardassian space, anyway.
Well, we are not far from the. Does the DMZ exist? Because
yes,
the armistice hasn't been signed yet. It's 2367 when the Federation Cardassian armistice is signed.
I thought the DMZ predated
that? Okay.
I may be
might.
wrong. I thought the DMZ was some earlier agreement that everyone violated.
DMZ existed between Cardassian and the Federation by
Already
2324.
already established 20. So it's been around for a while, and people just ignore it.
In one form or another, yeah.
Yeah.
It keeps moving because of the wars.
Yeah, so
that sounds right.
Dr. Tura will say, we are very close to the demilitarized zone, and recent history has shown that the Cardassians aren't above crossing it.
Insofar as that still exists.
The politics of the nature in which this man came to appear the way he did and act the way he did are things I am not privy to tell, or things I have not been made aware of. And if the captain does make me aware of them, I doubt I will be privy to tell the rest of the team.
Indeed, this doesn't seem like the kind of thing that us folks in medical are particularly equipped for.
On Dr. Nassar's actually not Dr. Nassar, but Ensign Mulliff, your comm badge vibrates, which while you're in here, there are no incoming communications allowed, only outgoing communications, unless someone is allowed to connect by buzzing your comm badge to avoid interfering with any ongoing procedures. So basically, you're being buzzed that
Paged.
someone is trying to talk to someone in this room, and you're supposed to decide, is it appropriate to allow?
The guy's unconscious, and we've determined that the procedure, like there's nothing more to be done.
Yes.
Procedure-wise. Okay. In which case, he's just going to step aside, tap his communicator. This is Ensign Molif.
Outside the room, Ensign.
No,
will be.
the communication can come in. Oh, let me clarify.
Yeah, that was the confusion.
You can suggest that he leave the room. I don't want to say that. I was only clarifying. Communications can come in. It's just that they beam someone who's not expected to actively have their hands involved in medical work to get that permission.
Okay, then never mind.
Yeah.
She just kind of looks at him, watches him walk over. It's like raises an eyebrow.
Is Ensign Molif?
Ensign, I have a communique from the captain to Dr. Nasir.
Ah, I see. Did the doctor hear that?
The doctor, you will know, is currently staring at the data at this, making like his report on the events of this case.
Ah, okay. I will inform him.
I'll reach out to the neural therapy teams at Starbase 211 and start to get a baseline perhaps on what kind of functionality he might have. That's probably, the medical facilities there is probably the closest Starbase capable of dealing with this kind of case if the damage is as severe as we fear.
Me also wish.
Good.
Yes,
Oh.
Ensign? Did you have something to say?
Go ahead.
Yes. I'll make sure to give those files a thorough read and flag anything important to the doctor. And he looks to the doctor and says, "Doctor, I've been informed that there is an urgent communique for you."
Understood. And then he turns to face the team and says, "Continue making preparations. I shall reconsult with you at a later moment." And he shall step out of the room to handle the urgent communique.
And
where the captain who called him is standing.
And Molif will take up the doctor's position as his assistant.
Anyone
Captain.
else walk out of the med bay?
Doctor?
Yeah, I'll come out.
Can you give me an update on the individual? She seems like she's going to say a name, but then doesn't.
And he says, "I believe it would be best if we spoke in private."
All right, in your office?
Yes. I don't know if we have a room for that, but we can theater of my office.
I can get it as you walk and talk.
Great. And
Right.
he motions for the way and says, "The Cardassian male we intercepted had ingested a lethal dose of a highly potent neurotoxin." And he kind of pauses for a second to consider how to phrase this in non-medical speak, and he says, "When a patient undergoes cybernetic treatment, it is very common for them to need much of the genetic information on the operation of their limbs removed to be modified. it appears that what he ingested was a much more intense form of something like that, a attempt to fully wipe the patient's mind, not just of fine motor control, but of every aspect of the brain's function.
You can put yourself.
You're saying he's had some sort of drug-induced amnesia?
Amnesia would imply that he only lost his memory. What we believe to be looking at here is close to an attempt to put himself in a complete vegetative state. Even lower motor functions like breathing would be beyond him.
My suspicion was right. It was some sort of suicide attempt.
Yes. We managed to stabilize the patient, but it is not yet clear exactly how much of his brain function will recover or how long that will take. What we can say for sure is that much of the memory centers of his brain have been severely degraded. He will remember little, if nothing, of whatever his life before this was.
All right. I'd hoped we could get security to question him. Do you have a timeline for when he's likely to regain consciousness?
He looks at you and says, considering a lack of knowledge of this neurotoxin and the ad hoc nature of the treatment, any number I could give you would potentially be wrong.
Captain, is this person a enemy combatant or criminal that we should be concerned about? We were not informed of any security threat from the patient.
Takes a deep breath. A suspect, most likely.
I had assumed there might be some nature of, and he kind of motions with his hand and says at the end, espionage adjacent things going on, but it was not near the center of my mind while the patient was being treated.
I'll have to consult with Lieutenant Patal and have her begin an investigation.
Even if the patient recovers, there will be little you could get out of them. This is almost akin, if the memory degradation is as severe as it appears to be, this would be akin to full ego death.
Hey,
Gnarly.
Sure. What's the question?
Just checking ethics here is, if he's considered a security threat or something like that, would it be ethical to do something like scan his brain or anything like that, or can we not move on him while he's still kind of in our medical care? Because I thought about this idea before, but at the time, he was just a patient who self-harmed. I'm like, well, I wouldn't suggest reading his brain because I need to talk to him to evaluate him. But if he's considered an enemy combatant or security threat, then it's like, well, now I might be able to give the captain an avenue
Push the
here.
envelope.
But I want to open the door for the captain and be like, hey, welcome to a rep ding while I walk you into medical crimes.
Mm-hmm.
This attack will consider the ethicality of it. It's like, can I suggest this idea? I don't know if I can.
Insight command difficulty 3. Because there's a lot of medical ethics involved, but I think the answer lies in the legal code outside of the medical codes.
Mm-hmm. So it's Code of Criminal Justice as it relates to POWs.
Oof.
Ethics focus?
Yep.
I will grab a momentum. May I consult the ship's computer while I'm at it? Like, she'll just kind of, while people are talking, just walk over and just start like, I'm going to check something up real quick before I say something.
That'd be computer's command. That looks one short.
Captain, I may have a solution for you, but I need a certain ethical quandary answered before I go into much more detail. Would you mind being of some assistance to me while trying to navigate this bureaucratic morass?
The doctor has gone wide-eyed and then looks at the captain as if to say, I don't know how to answer this. You answer this.
Yeah.
That's why it's like, I'm not making the doctor do this. Like, you have other problems.
Yeah. Can I make a assist roll here then?
Yep.
Well, time the red shirts do some heavy lifting around here. So the medical department holding everything up.
Team dynamics or Starfleet protocols is focus, maybe?
Starfleet protocols.
Yep. Insight command, maybe?
Yep.
Hey.
I think you're looking in the wrong database there, Commander. You want to file under this.
Oh, the Gamma 12 ones, right. That deals with this particular.
Two of you come to realize the crux of what is and is not medically permissible hinges on two determinations. One, is this person determined to be a apprehended enemy combatant, or is this person further determined to be an apprehended spy?
Or
if they are a soldier, essentially, then there's very little you're allowed to do. And the differences for them being a spy don't really change that. But what they do allow is for you to keep them alive despite their wishes. You do not have to honor a wish to die.
They want to die, they can die in their own country, sort of thing.
Yes.
Right,
Basically,
expatriated, yeah.
because it's related to Starfleet having difficulties in the past where, like, a Klingon wanted to die because, they woke up and no longer have the use of their arms or whatever. But then, like, that person's house is like, hey, why did you murder our Lord's scion or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no, he asked for it. And how do you prove that to someone who distrusts Starfleet? So basically, the right to death is not a right that prisoners, soldiers, or spies have.
Yeah, the doctor kind of looks at the two of you and realizes this, and he kind of says, Captain, I know we have not worked together long, and I know that you are a upstanding individual, and I would hope that you would not violate the ethics of a patient's autonomy to not have their minds psychically probed without consent this soon into our, what I hope is a illustrious partnership.
And sorry, I will clarify something, because what I said was not a direct answer to the question posed. So
Okay.
the direct answer, Anafina, is there exists no cutout that would allow you to hostily investigate someone's mind.
Yeah,
That would be strictly illegal.
Yeah.
Oh,
No Patriot Act in this country.
sorry. That's the clarification I was thinking of. There is no legal jurisprudence on the situation if it is a soldier or a spy who no longer knows that that's what they are. Like if this person wakes up and doesn't know anything about who they don't have any memories.
Mm-hmm.
They have the ability to eat.
They're
walk
stabilized.
Around, they can function, but they don't remember anything. There is no legal framework for that. I.e., the Borg are not really a thing yet.
So I imagine the only authorization we could get would be from the patient, but if the patient doesn't remember who he is, like his ego is dead, and we've evaluated that, then technically we would be violating that person's right to erase their memory. If we tried to reconstruct their brain.
And that would be like...
So let me clarify. So there are strict rules and regulations for dealing with the enemy combatant. But if that person doesn't know they're an enemy combatant and starts making requests, there's everything would just rely on the doctor or the captain giving permission for someone to do a procedure or help the patient with this, and you just have to get with JAG. There is no guidance because it's not happened before.
Mm-hmm.
So I have
it's happened to Starfleet people where you have like the captain or the medical officer have a responsibility to that person, but the opposite being where they are a prisoner.
Mm-hmm.
That's not happened yet.
Right.
It also means that you could just gaslight them and manipulate them, but I don't think that would be
that's its own ethical violation.
Yeah, you can lie to them and say like, "Oh, we're going to help you recover your memories. By the way, you weren't a spy before."
Yeah. But if they independently brought it up, that'd be one thing. That's where it gets squicky. That's where JAG gets involved. Like, well, hold on. We now have a sapient person asking us to do something. But technically, we're in this gray area where we're not sure if we should do that or not. But at present, the question that Satak was trying to ask was at present, with current status, can we do what she was thinking? No. We could. It'd just be illegal. It'd be unethical and likely illegal, and likely a act of war against a citizen of Cardassia, if they're still a Cardassian citizen. It might not be.
Probably not.
I thought I had an idea for you, Captain, but I wanted to check the ethical and legal guidelines regarding such medical procedures, and it seems that the possibility is largely closed to us unless the patient independently approached us for assistance in that regard, assuming they are not a Federation citizen who is in need of aid or some such, but I'm not aware of any Federation citizens that take such powerful pharmaceuticals to zero their brain.
I was gonna say there's an obtain information here, but I think it's so nefarious that I'm gonna have to do a reveal.
Mm-hmm.
Captain, you do just realize a workaround here, and you kind of shudder for a second, I'd imagine, or you can tell me. Based on the counselors and your legal understanding, you gain a lot more ability to interact with this person's brain if you declare this person is a Federation citizen who you're helping and you don't recognize them as a spy.
Oh, God.
Dear Lord.
Because you don't know who this person is. So if you just say, what you want to, contrary to the evidence, eventually that could come back legally to bite you if someone investigated. But you could sidestep some big medical questions. But that's why I spent threat, because
yeah.
Meanwhile, Lieutenant Fox just gets a nosebleed.
Yeah. The captain will look to Commander Satak and say, it's always good to check over the legal coverage before suggesting such a course of action.
Mm-hmm.
I'll make sure security does an investigation to determine what our full legal situation is in regards to this individual, in as much as we can determine without his memories or his becoming conscious. Keep me informed as the situation develops.
Yes, ma'am.
Captain?
And one last point. He says as you walk out the door, he says,
Go ahead, Doctor.
if this man is a former spy, and if it is likely that sending him to his home country would result in his execution, I do believe I believe the best course of action might be, if he wakes up, to offer him asylum, if he could understand such a concept.
That's a lot of ifs, Doctor.
A very close crossing of the Prime Directive, interfering in internal affairs, if we instigate the offer rather than him asking for it.
I understand both of your perspectives, but I think we might want to consider the person in our med bay as a consciousness who could be entirely separate from the man who ingested the poison.
We'll have to see what the effects of the neural degradation are, I suppose.
He nods his head and says, I just wanted to raise the possibility.
I thought, hey, I have a great idea for a quick, good medical scene. I did not think, hey, do we really want to get to the bottom of whether if someone who looks like you commits a crime, you're and it turns out it was just you and you don't remember, are you guilty? These questions and more.
Oh,
I'm just rolling with the punches here.
new scene, I
Look,
presume?
That is.
New scene.
Look, I'll tell you, as
This senior staff meeting.
as
We're dead.
as an ethical conundrum, that is quintessential Star Trek.
It's
Mhm.
true.
To which the answer is absolutely not. If you didn't commit the crime, then no, you're
the
not
answer
guilty for
was,
it.
the answer is we let you pose it and then we swapped scenes, so now the audience gets to
Yeah.
sit with it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
After the commercial break.
But this is, senior staff meeting. Anyone and everyone can be involved. Yes, you could have come up from the planet. In fact, you probably have come up from the planet.
Yeah.
Taking my seat back. Does Flight want to come up for the senior staff meeting? Or the doctor does.
I figure we could have them there, even if they're not
you can
talking.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
good stuff,
that is they can't talk. But if you thought it was more relevant to have the doctor than the con, you could have Mecha play either one of them. It's just the one you choose not to play can't really do anything other than say yes or
I
respond.
think it would be for the best if my main character knew what was happening in any capacity.
You can put both of them in the scene. It's just only one of them can be an actor. The other one is in the background.
Only one can get lines per the SAG-AFTRA definitions.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
Even the bartender's here. No, I'm just kidding. You're not even
Everyone is here.
And God, we have one more senior staff, I think, right? Yeah, we do.
We have Baital.
Yep.
Oh.
Hey,
I
our senior
think
staff fully covers all the seats at the table.
Yeah. I don't think you're missing anything.
Yeah, no, I think we have our senior staff now. Not all of them are able to talk at once, but all of them exist.
Oh,
Yeah.
we have two of our two Talixes on the board.
Yeah, I couldn't move the one who was out there, so I just dragged on a new one.
Speaking sick can only, work with so many people at once.
I think everybody's eyes are on the captain.
After a somewhat surprising reveal that the person I knew as Commander Hesnick was or perhaps has been replaced, and ongoing concerns about the current inhabitants of New Decor, I'd like security to begin an investigation relating to the situation down on the planet and whether or not the security concerns raised by, she'll hesitate again, Commander Hesnick's presence should alter our plans for training here or our objectives in assisting anyone we may come across in need.
Is anyone playing Betal? All right, then. Betal says, "Certainly, Captain," and nods.
Krasek will turn to Lieutenant Fox. The recording device that you found. Have you analyzed its capacities? Is it transmitting to anywhere? And if so, on planet, off planet?
If I remember correctly, GM, I determined that this thing doesn't actually have any transmitting capabilities. It's just
It is record and to a isolinear chip.
Okay.
Not a Federation design, but
yeah,
and a
yeah.
not a standard length one. Like
Yeah.
like this
Well,
holds maybe 2 days worth of audio, whereas a normal isolinear chip might hold a year's worth.
Can I? Ooh, here's a thought. Lieutenant Fox is going to set it down on the table and say, well, it's definitely not Federation design. It's Cardassian. It's not meant to transmit. It's actually meant to sit in place and record. That's how it performs its job so stealthily. If you're not looking for transmissions, you'll likely overlook it. But that said, that means that someone would have to come by and physically pick up the bug at a later point. And from my basic determinations of this model of bug, this thing can probably only store a couple days worth of data on the isolinear chip. That said, he looks at it and says, depending on how much is on that thing, we might be able to determine when the person who would have to retrieve the bug would be likely to retrieve it based on the amount of time left.
All right. Do
And when
so.
I found it.
I suggest that the commander's quarters on the planet below and his office be searched as soon as possible and thoroughly to see if there are any other such devices or hidden transmission communications equipment.
He'll look to Batal. We'll take care of that.
And GM, go ahead.
I do have one question for GM. Doing a more thorough examination of this device, would that be something that's like is that an engineering type deal or a security type deal?
There are intelligence analysts that work under you. There's going to be a small number of them. And they're going to be like crewmen and stuff, not actual people authorized to act in an intelligence capacity, but people authorized to like.
No, I'm talking about the bug. Like, if
that's what I'm saying. You have people. You have some people with you who are trained to do that kind of thing, to do analysis on devices, on sensor records from an intelligence perspective.
Okay, I was just wondering if this was something I should hand over to ops to dissect.
You could. They've been read in.
Yeah, like that's my logic. Is like this might be. Yeah, I think that in that case he'll turn to Anafina and say, "You said that you've dealt with secure channels before," and he hands over the bug. Think you could find anything in that?
Well, I can certainly make the attempt to disassemble it and examine its specific parts and give a more thorough analysis than a tricorder might in one of our labs.
GM, what is the legal status from the Federation and Starfleet's perspective of the Bajoran refugees on the planet below? Assuming they're refugees.
Insight, command, difficulty. I'm gonna throw some threat here. Because now it's even been muddied by the fact that you're aware they're here. So I'm gonna raise this to difficulty 4. I'd say the normal legal question is difficulty 2. The fact that there is a starship in orbit changes things. The fact that the captain is entirely aware of the situation also increases the difficulty.
It's the fact that there are Cardassian spies involved change the difficulty?
No.
It is possible they're an independent agent. They may not actually be a servant of Cardassia.
Anything's possible.
Gee, Bobby, how come Mom lets you have 2 ethical dilemmas?
So, difficulty 5, you said?
4.
4. Oops. Okay. Don't think that would. I will pitch this trait of crisis company commander. One of the things the crisis company has to deal with is things happening in murky legal areas. Sometimes people might need help or something might be going on where you kind of have to.
I will take that. Yes, you could. You should. It is within your mission statement to be able to help these people, but it may not be legal for you to do so.
Right.
And you should know that difference. You will be the person looked at for that. So yes, I would say that you being able to discern such a thing is one of the reasons Starfleet assigned this to you.
Okay, so I will knock that down to 3. I don't think I have a focus that applies. So what's this guy's talents again? Oh, excellent. So, okay. Then I will give you 1 momentum and 2 threat for 4 dice. And that will activate bold command. Let's see what we can do. I will fish.
All right, 1 momentum gained.
Yep.
So, from the Federation's perspective, Bajor and Bajorans are legally subjects within the Cardassian Union. And in an attempt to maintain peace with Cardassia, to avoid all-out war, there is a tacit acknowledgement that Bajor is a willing part of the Cardassian Union. The Federation has never done anything to back up that belief. If you looked at their actions, you would think they did not believe that, but there is one treaty that kind of hand waves the issue in favor of the Cardassians.
Okay.
And as such, these would be citizens of the Cardassian Union unlawfully in the Federation. Now, the Federation and Starfleet kind of have a policy of not looking for people to send back, but there are times in heightened tensions where they do send people back because they're pretty confident to do otherwise would result in an invasion. So there's not, if you look strictly at the law, you should notify Cardassian authorities and transport these people to the nearest Cardassian world. If you look at what Starfleet and the Federation have actually been doing, you should just have not come here.
Right. Because as long as we don't see it, we don't see it. But once we've
It's
seen
not
it,
happening.
right.
And it's once you've seen it, and if you know the Cardassians have seen it, because there's one thing the Federation will do if there's an actual chance of the Cardassians retaliating, and there's another thing that Starfleet ends up doing if the Cardassians don't seem to know.
Okay. The presence of the Bajorans below complicates things, Captain. Particularly since we believe we have to determine if these listening devices are resulting in some sort of reports to Cardassian military or intelligence organizations. If so, then we are dealing with a Bajoran populace that in Federation space that the Cardassians are aware of, in which case we may be obligated to return them to Cardassian custody.
Yes. I was hoping we could neglect to notice this presence.
Now, I'm just trying to remember what they wanted from last week. Didn't they say that they just wanted they wanted material to be able to fix their ship?
Yes.
No.
They wanted material to
That's
fix
not
their
just
ship,
what they wanted.
and they are members of the Bajoran Resistance,
Well,
and
yes.
we're here to contact them. Okay.
No. I know
Let
that.
me clarify. In not so many words, she asked for personal weapons and a weapon that could be outfitted to a Cardassian shuttle or a Cardassian freighter.
Because we know there's a functioning Cardassian freighter hidden in the jungle.
Yeah, that was the thing. Because here's what the calculus that's going on in Fox's head right now is if we give the Bajorans that material, which was part of the Starfleet mission undercover operation to begin with, and we have it under that. And by my understanding, would those Bajorans just go back to Cardassian space and wreak havoc there?
Presumably, some of them would.
But
would
our
they
concern.
stay there?
You'd be trading arms with criminals by law.
Violating the regs.
Yeah. Okay.
Which isn't a problem unless the
I will-
Cardassians know about it, which it seems like it's entirely possible they do.
I will have to say, only Fox right now
Mhm.
is aware of this request, and
Right.
the legality of it has not been asked and may be different from the rest of everyone else's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
But we know about the freighter, I'm assuming, because that was the chief of security who found that out.
And I found it out as well, so I actually was going to report it, because that became a new fact that the captain did not tell me to ignore, so I was reporting that I saw the freighter.
Yeah.
I don't think you saw it. You know where it is.
Yeah, I know where it is. Better way to put it. Yeah, I know as much as the security guy does, basically. Yeah. They told us about it.
I have another concern. Because here's the thing that's sticking with me. Why? I can't understand why the Cardassians would go to the trouble of putting an independent agent on that planet to keep an eye on some Bajorans, especially that particular individual. I have a very sneaking suspicion as to why the Cardassians are doing this.
You think
They
it's
want to catch.
Yeah.
They want to catch us with our hands in the cookie jar.
I would caution you, Lieutenant, against assumptions from bare facts. We simply have a person of Cardassian heritage who happens to be in our space. We have no verification to their identity or purpose. Speculation can lead us into trouble with the wrong people. We may have a threat that we don't know about.
Getting verification is vital, even if it is nothing terribly nefarious. I can see the political hay that might be made of Federation Special Forces training near demilitarized zone by Cardassians in various halls of negotiation and threats and counter-threats and claims and counterclaims.
And with Bajorans on the ground.
Right. Exactly.
I think what we are failing to consider here is that there's no reason to assume that what the Kardashian was interested in had anything to do with the Bajorans. This is a brand new Federation capital ship with capabilities that could threaten several smaller Cardassian ships. It's entirely possible. The reason why this man was disguised as a former Starfleet officer was to get aboard this ship and to report back to the Cardassians about its exact specifications.
But we don't
Seems more likely to.
We don't have proof of that, though. We have speculation.
Oh, for sure, Operations Chief. We don't have proof of anything, but this is all speculation, isn't it? It seems as likely to me that they were interested in the ship than that they were interested in whatever the tactical officer seems to think was happening on the planet.
Which is why the lieutenant and I will be going back down and going over that office with a fine-tooth comb.
If, Captain, we do decide to continue with training, I suggest a place to start might be using our shuttle capabilities to use the crisis teams to take surveys of both the planetary surface and the system. It will be good training for con officers, science officers, and for con science and security, as well as command. And
Look, but don't touch.
Who knows what might or might not be uncovered? It is an innocuous way to begin, at least, and accomplishes two of our goals. It gets us information and begins the training process.
Sounds like an
You have
excellent
permission to
plan to me.
begin the limited exercises as you've outlined.
I would suggest the preliminary surface survey of the planets be done from the air.
Agreed. Aside from... Yeah, I've forgotten her name. Aside from Batal and Fox, I don't want any other boots on the ground until we have more information. I'll look over the two of them, unless you feel you need any additional assistance in your investigation. That is, of course, at your disposal under your department.
And GM, is there... I can't imagine with the Federation and Starfleet there is, but I want to know, what about providing medical aid to the people on the ground? What's the legality of that? I would imagine the Federation's stance would be if people get medical aid because we're the Federation and yeah.
So if your question is in a vacuum, there are injured people on a planet, do we give them medical aid? The answer is yes. If the question is there are Bajoran refugees on a planet, do we give them medical aid? It is stop asking, but yes, since you've asked, yes. Right? The unsaid thing is do it, but don't create a paper trail.
Right. Just thinking about the medical end of the crisis teams,
Yes,
that
they
might be an
do.
excellent.
Generally, command has backed up people who have helped them, but it has led to several battles.
Mhm.
So
Fair
it's
enough.
like you might be getting Starfleet people killed by doing this, but they want you to do it. They just don't want you to help Cardassians find out you did it.
Mhm.
Fair enough.
And
That might be phase two.
Yeah, so I would say Fox will look across at Krasik and say, I think the two of us should be good unless you wish to lead the away team yourself, Commander.
I admit I would enjoy seeing things for myself. However, I believe my place is here coordinating and assigning crisis company members to our surveys.
All right. Well, that's
It
that
might make
then.
sense to simulate some communications interruptions for longer ranging missions as well. Look over to Commander Talix. If you could see about generating some form of subspace distortions for later on to simulate difficulties for the shuttlecraft teams.
Understood, Captain.
However, wait for explicit commands. I would hate for us to create a communication emergency right when our survey teams might have something intriguing to report.
Of course.
Talix looks towards Anafina and says, all requests will be sent through operations.
Yeah.
I nod at that. I'll make sure to have a comms earpiece while I'm working on the examination, just so I stay tied into what's going on and I can respond as needed. I can walk and chew gum at the same time, after all. I think I said
Doctor,
that
I
right.
want you to be prepared for medical drills as needed and to support the possibility of any minor casualties that might occur from this training. And finally, Commander Zivlag, I'd like you to look into our industrial replicator patterns and see what forms of useful terrain or equipment we might be able to manufacture for these exercises.
And Dr. Nassar and Commander Anafina, I would appreciate it if the two of you could begin making plans for a mass casualty event hologram program. If that would potentially allow us to push the medical elements of the crisis teams well beyond one hopes what we will encounter in reality, just in case.
Aye, sir.
All right. I will note. You can kind of consider anyone y'all aren't playing. Whatever you've asked them to do is probably going to be a dead end.
Yeah.
Right. Because we're only going to focus on y'all.
Mhm.
But they
And
will do
things
it.
can happen on the background, yeah.
So.
I will also say though, at some point, like between this scene and us going down to the planet, Fox would like to debrief the Captain, Krasik, and Anafina on the Bajoran's requests.
Okay.
Whether
Yeah, I
we
think
decide,
that's just Captain dismisses everybody else.
yeah, it's a. And Batal, but yeah.
You know this, Fox, as you're like everyone's walking out and you're talking about another special debriefing with the captain, that like Jacala totally makes eye contact with you with a confused look as she walks out because she doesn't understand why the tactical officer is doing so many things that seem entirely out of the remit of a tactical officer
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
on a
Like,
ship with a security
Mhm.
chief.
right.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's weird. Yeah, it's weird that the security chief didn't say more during that meeting.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Is the tactical officer the one that found a listening device? Isn't that security's permit?
Yeah.
and she's
Oh,
not
wait.
going to call
Security
it
should still
out
be here.
because
I'm
her
telling you,
sample
Pure,
size,
pure
sample
luck, I
size-
promise.
her sample
we-
size of what these meetings are is exactly 2. So maybe this
Yeah.
is normal, but it
Maybe.
doesn't
Get those
seem normal.
secure pad-to-pad
No.
communications between you and the senior staff set up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think in the future, the captain is probably going to suggest that if it is not an emergency, Fox simply signal her to set up a new meeting rather than continue an old meeting. But, you know.
Yeah, I would normally do that, but we're in the middle of an active situation and time's of the essence.
In your view.
You gotta learn how to text, brother. You gotta learn how to text.
All right. So you have the.
Anyhow,
Yeah,
I managed to make contact with the resistance, as mentioned. They made requests of hand weaponry as well as compatible compatible material to outfit their freighter with for shipboard armaments.
Okay.
You can't be serious.
Krasik snorts and snaps his jaws.
Now, to that end, I did also learn one other thing that may be of importance to our ongoing intelligence issue. That being that a number of members of the Bajoran resistance group left planet and then returned later. It's quite likely that other members of the resistance down there have been replaced in much the same way as your friend.
clarification.
All right.
Didn't leave planet. Left the colony.
Oh.
No one.
Oh.
I think. She said the excuse that
Mhm.
the excuse that Frank Hasnick gave was that he had left planet, but other people she said they had just
Oh.
they didn't, their excuse didn't involve leaving the planet. So
Sorry, I got those two mixed up.
It's not everyone's excuse has been they left planet.
Got it. We did have a few individuals leave the colony for periods of time. It's entirely possible that members of the resistance were replaced in a similar manner, but again, that's purely speculation.
What's more, until we've had a chance to either question or do a forensic analysis on Commander Hasnick, we don't know when he was replaced.
Right. From what I'm hearing, his usage as a possible intelligence asset is questionable at best right now. So I'm considering that a dead end for now. That said, the how your response to the resistance requests are is entirely in your permit, and I'll just pass along whatever
Insight,
response. Oh,
command, difficulty 1.
oh, do I actually have more push? Do I actually have more push here than?
I will not
Uh,
say unless you succeed.
yep. Espionage focus.
No.
No. Okay, that's fair.
This is a matter of law.
Yep.
Did I make the roll? Or is
You
it just for
can't.
luck?
It would be more difficult for you because you haven't.
I'll roll it.
You
Yeah.
haven't.
I don't know all the intricacies of. You don't know all the intricacies of my
Yeah.
orders.
Mhm.
Well, of your training is more like.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh no!
Fashion 20.
No assists.
Hang
Yeah.
on. Hang
Oh,
on.
I was hoping you were gonna let this stay. Okay, go ahead.
No. Determination spend to the value information is power.
Yes, literally in this case.
There we go. Jeez.
That,
Wow.
that would have been. Whole season could have changed on that roll.
We are going to war, baby.
So there are 4 different regulations that in different ways prohibit the transfer of weapons by Starfleet officers to other polities without the
Mhm.
approval of the Federation Council. You have the ability to get that approval after the case. You
Ooh, hang on.
have
Hang on. I have something better. I have something better than that uh I might have something better than after the case.
Oh?
Intelligence agent role. Once per adventure, I may create a trait without requiring a task or spending any momentum, threat, or determination. The trait must reflect information, physical resources, or access to a location, such as access codes or identification data, provided you by a contact or by your agency.
you can use that here. It doesn't change what I was going to say though.
Oh, okay.
Like that may be how you actually in game terms do what I'm about to tell you you can do.
Okay, cool.
What it is though is you can, if in your judgment this transfer would meet one of the carve outs that the council has made, make it, and then you and the captain both have to agree and sign off, providing all the details and transmitting those back to the council. Basically, helping the Bajoran resistance achieve independence is an accepted carve out. Basically, only intelligence officers are going to know that. You're the people authorized to do this by the council.
Got it.
But you
Got it.
have to actually sign off what you did, how you did it, and you have to have the approval of your commanding officer.
Yep.
So it's not just like you can
beam down them a crate of weapons. You have to
Yeah.
you have to prove that it did meet helping the resistance achieve Bajoran independence, and then you also have to tell the council what you did, and put your name on it, put the captain's name on it, and all that.
In which case, Fox says, "Look, I'll level with you on an intelligence level. Here's what we're looking at. We can provide weapons. There is a way for us to do it. We would have to submit a full report to the Federation Council after the fact. It's my understanding from my intelligence briefs that if we were to make such a submission, it would get approved. That said, this can only happen if both you and I sign off on this, Captain. And then there's going to be a lot of paperwork afterwards. But needless to say, helping the Bajorans achieve independence is something that the Federation Council will back us on. But we can't go halfway on this.
What is your professional estimation on this group's capacity to make significant progress towards that end?
Do I have well, actually, do I have was I able to make any kind of estimation?
You haven't encountered enough for me to give you a roll. You only are going to
Mhm.
have what you remember talking about with that person.
Got it. I haven't been able to make that determination yet, but that said, they have an entire freighter down on that planet. That's more than a lot of resistance cells can probably say.
All right. Knowing what I do about the Cardassians, I'm definitely inclined toward providing any aid to the Bajorans that we can. Get me the way we do it legally, and I'll sign off on it, Lieutenant.
Right, done. And he just says it very matter-of-factly.
Question of order, Captain.
Yes, Commander.
Is it your order, even in this cloistered chamber, that we are to honor the letter of the law rather than the spirit of Federation law? I say this not in full-throated opposition. I ask as your operations chief, know whether or not this is something that needs to be, because someone's going to notice something's wrong. Even the ensign in flight has already probably picked up the scent that something is off on this ship. So either we're a ship that upholds the law, or we're a ship that finds way to evade it. And we need to be unified as a crew, how we're going to do that. Or at least as a senior staff, if we're going to keep our crew in the dark.
Look at my values real quick.
Yeah.
So for my edification, Anafina's asking, right? Do we actually notify Starfleet and the Federation there are Bajorans here?
Do we follow the law or do we break it? I don't want to get too in the weeds there. It is that's our clear line in the sand, is because either it's we do what the law is or we don't, and we have this weird gray area.
I was just asking for, because I didn't know if this was related to the weapons or if this was related to the people.
Both, really, because it's a difference between, do we give aid to people who are with political options, and she's putting it, and it's more of a, which way is the captain blowing in this? She's not saying you should do this or that. She's like, what are you doing? We need to pick a direction as a crew. If you want us to go in the dark and the gray, cool, that's what we're doing. If we're following the law, I need to know that so I can help you do your job, sort of line.
Yeah, but what does Anafina mean by following the law, I guess? Because, like, strictly speaking, we're not breaking the law here.
Well, that the difference between spirit of the law and letter of the law. If the spirit of the law is... If the letter of the law is we aren't supposed to be trading weapons with criminals, then we're not supposed to. But the spirit, if it's spirit as well, we do it in certain... Like, Article 14, Section 31 is a thing. Like, there are those weird little carve-outs. But there are lots of end runs that are politically expedient, not legally expedient. So are we defenders of the law, or are we defenders of political expediency?
Well, and the other question here, legally speaking, and is, okay, like, it sounds like we probably have... I'll just do this in character.
Yeah.
I dislike having to bring this up, but as your first officer, it is my responsibility. Even with Lieutenant Fox's apparent abilities to assure council approval for arming the Bajorans, we are still left with their actual presence. And as far as I'm aware, there would have to be another counselor act to allow them to legally stay in Federation space. Now that we are aware of them, now that we have seen them, our agreements with the Cardassians and Federation policy is to return them to the Cardassians.
Well, and that's just the thing, though. I might be, if I go back down there, I might be able to determine whether or not their plans are to return to the Cardassian Union and take the fight back to them. If that's if that's their plan, then that problem solves itself.
Agreed. We need more information on several fronts.
I will really say you definitely saw people you don't expect to be able to do that. Like you saw like a 10-year-old or something. Like it's going to go back to the Federation as a...
Never mind. Then okay, scratch that then.
I mean, okay, you say that.
Let me clarify that. It would be unreasonable of Fox to assume that everybody he saw would return all at once for with the intention of resistance.
Yes.
But I would be surprised, bordering on shocked, to discover that the Cardassians are not up to something in this system and on this planet. They are an untrustworthy species.
Right,
so,
and that was... I didn't want to say it out loud in front of everyone, but when I said I fear that the Cardassians want to catch us with our hands in the cookie jar, this is what I'm talking about.
They want to catch us breaking Federation law.
That is our first priority, is to determine with high probability whether or not the Cardassians are watching, are aware.
I agree. And to answer your question, Commander Anafina...
Hold on a second.
For the love of God. I'll never get the question answered. Fuck it.
I'm writing in the deep guide to help you answer this because a strict yes or no, I think, is going to mislead.
Well, I wasn't going to give a strict yes or no on anything.
I was just breaking it. Yeah, I was just breaking it down.
Okay.
Because on a meta level, it's a question of which way the ship is blowing. If you're doing captain's prerogative, we're going to be in the gray. We're going to break laws, and that is in the service of the Federation and its preservation. Or we follow the law to the letter. We don't break laws here. This is my ship, and if I catch you, I'm going to stomp on it. He might be able to break the rules because he has special leeway. We can't really stop him to a certain degree. Which is like Anafina is, as a Denobulan, is finding the flow. Which way is the flow going? Which way can she help direct the ship to what you need? Because she doesn't want to get at cross purposes. She might get either you're weak nudging, follow the law, or weak nudging, break the law. And it's like, well, you're the captain. You're the highest authority I can appeal to see which way we're going.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Krasik loathes being the guy who has to go. There is this political minefield.
Yeah.
There's this other political minefield because it's.
Oh, you must hate Fox. You must just hate Fox's entire like.
Well, I mean, Krasik's whole, his gut is, arm them and let's go with them.
Yeah,
he does not like the Cardassians.
and neither does the captain that
Right.
much. But like, she has that very
Yes.
joined trill long view of history thing where she's like, okay, I don't like them. I don't like their government. I don't have anything against Cassian people. I have things against their government. Their government hasn't changed in a while, but it's been slowly deteriorating. I'd like to do something about that, but it's going to take a while.
So yeah, I guess then
Anyway,
what's the
let me know,
answer?
Winchester, when you've got that done so I can continue.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because the question is two.
Okay,
Oh, there it is.
I put in the scene guide the letter of the law. The spirit of the law is in each person. I mean, you kind of have to come to an agreement on what do we think we should do. I can't really say that. That's it. That's your characters.
Mhm.
But I can say to remove any doubt that what I put in the scene guide is the letter of the law.
Okay.
Yeah, that's helpful. Thank you. To answer your question, Commander Anafina, I believe that Federation stands first and foremost on its ideals. Our laws try to reflect those ideals, but they are not a perfect mirror for them. We must act to support the values of the Federation. Occasionally, that might require that we break some laws in order to uphold the truth behind them.
Couldn't have put
If
it
not
better
break
myself.
them, then bend them. I will strive to make sure that we proceed in as close of a following to Federation law as we can. Our own interpretation of it, because a strict dogmatic interpretation of the law does nothing but promote legalism, which is not the same as justice. I hope that answers your question.
Orders received, Captain. Is all she responds with and just nods kind of dispassionately. The player has a much different view than Anafina does, but Anafina is a lot more flexible on these matters.
Yeah.
I feel this is going to come back to bite the captain in the ass.
Oh, quite possibly, yeah. But she has a value. The Federation stands on its ideals. They are our greatest strength. Not the Federation stands on its laws. The ideals are you help people.
Yep.
I have at least two values that are
ideals are
navigating me
cooperate.
to this.
Yeah.
One of them is just crew coordination. It's just like, okay, so what are we all doing? Okay, that's what we're doing. Good.
Yeah.
Is this the
Okay,
right
we're
answer?
all doing
Oh, I
that.
have no
Got
idea. You might be completely off base on this, but that's not my call to make.
Yeah.
Then I would advise you, Captain, that we be very careful with information management because although I am perfectly flexible with various security demands as Federation requires and my commanding officers require, there are more moralistic or dogmatic officers who may decide to if they don't know what the purpose of our mission is, they may decide to act as though their captain is acting in an illegal fashion. So, what lines we cross, we need to cross carefully and with as much control as possible, for fear of running into a shadow opposition within the crew.
And if at all possible, I do intend to, at least in the letter of the law, cooperate with all of our legal obligations.
Do you wish for me to speak with Well, I leave this more to. I'll address it to you, Captain. But I imagine it's a security question I'm asking. For persons who may be prying into, or observing the inconsistencies we may have, shall that be a talk from command or from intelligence, or should this be handled indirectly through ship operations? Because someone's going to ask questions, and one of us needs to answer, and we don't want more than one of us answering the same questions, especially if we give different answers.
Send any crew with concerns to either Commander Kresick or myself.
Hi, Captain.
Yeah. And I promise, I promise after this, I'll be developing a better method of organizing these specific kinds of meetings.
In time, I'll have the special communication mechanism set, but I just haven't had time to work on it. Apologies for that, Lieutenant.
Yeah, no, it's it's all around. This is a messy situation. I've been in messier, but this is a messy situation.
Agreed. But in the future, I don't feel that 5 or 10 minutes delay would have caused us unnecessary difficulties, and it may have caused more difficulties to have called for this as it was.
That momentum goes away.
I think y'all have covered everything. Everyone can put themselves on the bridge.
Can we, though? No,
you don't. Look, I'll say it. You don't need Section 31 in order to have some good Starfleet intelligence drama.
Oh, it's true.
In fact, I think it's better without Section 31 usually.
Section 31's really a oh god button. It's the I need to just skip all the lines. Why? There's a super comet that's going to blow up the galaxy. I'm not waiting. I know there's regs. Shut up. I'm stopping it. That's really what that, in my opinion, that's what that's for. It's a oh god button. Not a that's inconvenient. It's like And
it's weird. You would I don't know what what truly prompted the need to clarify. But if I just showed someone like, oh hey, here are the 4 things going on. What's the thing that you're trying to do shadowy and do illegally? Most people would think transfer the weapons, but no, you have a legal method. It's notifying of the Bajoran presence, right? That's the one y'all basically already decided not to do, which is kind of weird. That's the legal.
That's the hill we're dying on.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
we decided not to do it right now.
It makes sense.
We need to investigate our current security concerns before we can make any notification, because we have to know the situation first. That's all.
It all made sense. I just got a chuckle that transferring the weapons is not the thing y'all.
That's the legal part.
Yeah, that's the thing that we can just do no problem. Like
that is very funny.
Oh, fucking Starfleet.
Federation, right there.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, say nothing of.
Council opened up that door.
Yep.
This is all just nerd stuff. Wake me up when we go back to flying the ship through asteroid fields.
I mean, essentially, you're just following orders. It's all fine.
Oh God.
I'm gonna need
meine Gott.
all of those things y'all wanted to do. So we'll start with Anafina.
Yes.
Anafina's on the bridge?
I'm on the bridge twice.
Oh. I kind of figured looking into the comm badge may be something you'd do at the back of the bridge, but you could do it up here. You could also do it in a lab. I was just trying to get us all on the same map. Because this is less of where you're actually at and more of where you're at when we catch up to everybody having done all their things.
Yeah, Anafina will be taking her priority first is to figure out the device, so she'll be going to the lab, and she will, I don't know if you want to charge me opportunity for this or not, but she is going to have a little the little earpiece so she can listen into comms, so she can also monitor communications.
Are opportunities immediate?
They're immediate. I could use threat instead.
Okay, I'll take that.
Because that way she can monitor the communications stuff. As for the mass evac holo program, that will happen after she's done with the device, unless the commander wants her to prioritize the holo program. Because the examining device was a request of a lower ranking officer, so you could tell me to go the other direction. She doesn't mind either way. She can do one or the other. It's just which one do you want done first? Really? Attend at you,
Is Krasik
Krasik.
here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Do you want me to work on your mass hologram evac hologram program first, or do you mind if I do the strange device thing first?
Do the strange device thing. The mass holo. That's just a way to test the medical people within the next 6 weeks.
Okay.
So not, yeah.
I didn't know if you were trying to wink nudge something in there. I'm like, should I get that done now or later? Okay, I can do it later.
That's just a, yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't know. Hopefully we won't have an actual real world opportunity to test the horrific medical things. So I'm planning for that.
All right. I am going to say to learn anything new about this device you don't already know is currently impossible. It's currently sitting at a difficulty 6, based on the people who designed and made it. They have intent. This is a piece of intelligence equipment they do not want to be analyzed back to them. So I will need some traits to bring to show us how you have done something that they couldn't have anticipated.
Modular laboratories.
That's the one I had in mind.
Yeah.
that I just was of established satellite was reduced for 0. Okay, and I think so. The cost is 0. I just got to look up what a lab gives you. I bet it's just a trait.
It's just a trait, yeah.
Okay, I was about to say, if your answer in anything about TUI is what does it give you, the answer is a trait.
Yeah. They simplified it a little. They streamlined it a little bit in from 1 to 2.
Okay, so you're down to a difficulty 5.
Yeah.
You have a dedicated audio engineering lab.
I'd also, with since I'm read into the intelligence part, could I, by requesting through Fox, get a intelligence detail to help me pull this thing apart?
With his approval. Actually, you
I would only check with him because it's like, well, do you need them for something else? I don't want to yank you only have so many people that I can yank.
Actually, you can just tell him to send people over.
Yeah, this is something I was going to do. Like, I was going to have my intelligence people looking at it anyway.
Okay.
Like, this is what I wanted them to do. So,
yeah,
you would, yeah.
Unless, there are instances theoretically where he could say, I have an order, I have a mission from the admiral or from intelligence, like, you are a superior officer, but another superior officer has given me a higher level order.
Mm-hmm.
But anyone could do that, right? The captain could tell you to do something, but Starfleet, the admiral and head of Starfleet Ops could have given you a direct order to do something different. So unless he tells you that a superior officer has given him a specific order that supersedes whatever you want him to do, you can just tell him, hey, send me your people, because he is a junior officer.
From a roleplay perspective, Anafina is just coordinating with him as much as possible. She doesn't want to pull rank unless it's to maintain ship discipline, really. It's like, I'm here to work with you and sort of thing. So other people could probably do that. She'd probably check with him anyway. It's like, hey, wink nudge, is everything all right? Yeah? Okay, good.
Yeah, that makes sense. I didn't want it to seem like he had this immunity from the chain of command.
So That will eat a crew support, I think, since I'm not spending from the pool to create them. So that's another trait. Everyone's doing stuff, so I really don't want to draw any people over because you're all doing cool stuff that I really want you to do.
Oh, you get a close-knit crew, you get a momentum, right? Or did you already?
Yes, that would be, since I'm in the scene, that gets generated.
Yep.
Started at 0. And can ship systems assist? Or do I have to black box this?
Yes. Okay. In fact, you could have the ship do the task, but
no.
Yes, it can assist as well.
What does it assist with? I just want to know my numbers.
I
assume
definitely computers. Either
of them.
I would. Yes, I think security.
Pretty good numbers. I will try to spend toward the value. As technology improves, so must we. Like, I need to understand this new tech I've run into from Cardassian, Cardassian tech in general.
Yeah, this is above and beyond any Starfleet audio recorders you've come into contact with.
I pulled it down to a diff 4 currently, I believe. The math is right. Because the detail plus the module. You
pulled it down to diff 4, and you have 2 free hits.
Okay, I will focus in reverse engineering.
Yes.
Okay. I will buy a die with momentum. Hopefully I bring it back, everybody. Sorry. No, that's not really what I'm doing here. That's not what I'm doing. This matter. I don't think that really applies. Alright, cool. Yeah. I just need a couple hits, and I should be good. Oh, sorry. Reason engineering, I presume? Or be more
security.
I'll take engineering if you don't mind. Please no. Bam. Chip. That is not a miss for some reason. Damn. I thought I had it. That's why I wasn't spending too much on it. I'll ask, just as a flyer, would the modular lab fall within my operations manager reroll?
Sorry, ask it again.
So operations manager, whenever you create a trait representing equipment or alteration to existing equipment, any character who benefits from the trait while I'm present in the scene can reroll d20. Does a modular lab qualify for that? I'm iffy on it myself. That's why I didn't push for it too hard. If you say yes, I'll do it, because I would like a reroll, but if it doesn't work, it makes sense. Not technically equipment. It's a room with equipment in it. I'm fuzzy.
Oh, fuzzy.
Pretty
It doesn't
sure
say.
Ointment.
It doesn't say like that you've created the equipment. It's you've created the trait that is represented by equipment.
Create a trait representing a piece of equipment or alteration to existing equipment is the wording.
Yes, I would take that. You have, because it doesn't. It's not saying that if you create a piece of equipment and it is a trait, right? As long as you've created a trait that references a piece of equipment. So it's not like you have to invent a new piece of technology every time you want this to hit.
Yeah, it's more of like an experimental thing, yeah. Oh, here goes.
Yeah, this is
Oh, thank God.
like if you have if you get the appropriate equipment.
That's on the
Okay.
button. Just.
No, because you had determination, right? That's two extra.
Wasn't the number 4?
And you rolled 2 2s.
No.
Oh no, sorry,
Yeah.
that's computers. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I wish that was the case.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were re-rolling the computer there for a second, but no.
Yeah, no, we'd be having a totally different conversation.
Like,
Okay.
Geez, someone's being greedy. You know?
Yes.
we'd be saying take the threat and get on with it.
Yes. This is okay. So
Ba-ba-ba.
this is device 6 of 20. It is assigned to the new decor operation. And that operation is operating under the authority of Gul Kotan Malor. You're able to pull this small amount of information off of what looks like a secondary chip, but turns out to hold the basic information about the chip.
Because thank God for Cardassian bureaucracy needing to note down every little piece of equipment they use.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Some did this because, maybe Gul Gatan Malor will mess up one day and they want the proof. And he's right with it because they may mess up one day and he'll have the proof of it. As long as everyone knows what everyone's doing, it's okay because that means you have evidence against them.
Hate it.
I will collect that onto a pad, and I will... Well, the intelligence people got it as well, but I informed them that I'm going to walk the report to the lieutenant. Oh, actually, no, he's not going to be here. I'll walk it to the captain.
No, you will find them highly disciplined on information security.
Oh, yeah?
They do not ask or attempt to do anything with any of the information y'all have worked on. They basically expect you are going to do the responsible thing as the senior officer. They're not going to tell anybody or log it unless you tell them to. Like I will actually say you notice that the security people are working from clean consoles, meaning that none of their session on this console is going to be recorded into ship's computer.
Yeah, that's not. This sounds like Starbase 211 all over again.
You can if you ask them about it, they will log it. It's not that they're opposed to it; it's that they won't do it without permission from the officer in charge.
She would question them why they're not doing it because it's not protocol as far as she's aware to not log things.
It seems that the crewman you ask is only their second assignment, and so they weren't sure, but knew that they probably weren't gonna have any problems if they didn't save it. So they just kind of assumed that's what you and Fox want.
I will ask them to update logs into to isolator chips away from the consoles, and then turn those into me.
You walk out of the specialized lab with a small metal box with 5 isolinear chips on it.
Is this box labeled blackmail?
Oh no, I'm walking it to him because I want to consult with him. Like, I don't know if I'm supposed to destroy these. I'm ship operations. I fix things and mess with translators. I talk to security when I have a security question or command, either way. She'll walk either to Fox if he's still here. If he's left, then she'll go to find one of the commanders, the captain or the command
I think
staff.
you'll find him on the bridge before he departs.
Lieutenant Fox, an update.
Yep.
She reaches into the bag, into the box, and provides it's probably like a bright, like a command red, like an obvious. This isn't just a normal pad. Like it's, and then hands it to you. Kind of like a your eyes only sort of pad.
Yep.
Pad indicates that the device was device 6 of 20, assigned to the new decor operation, and that is operating under the authority of Go Kotan Malor.
Right. This is very good to know.
For this analysis, did you wish the logs to be stored securely, or did you simply not require them anymore?
I'd say have the logs stored securely.
As I think Anafina finds out that, yeah, that was kind of just a new security petty officer. The actual commissioned officer's like, no, like the normal thing is to just put a password on it, not to delete it.
Yeah. I mean, at least for something like this. This isn't like...
No, for the plans for assassinating the president of the Federation, those we delete.
Yeah. But...
very good, Lieutenant.
You'll notice he didn't say no.
Yeah, this isn't the most highly sensitive of information. It's sensitive, but not burn after reading sensitive.
Well, enjoy your trip, Lieutenant. I'll finish up on this. Don't worry, I'll be listening in. I tap the earpiece on my ear as I go walking, because I'll probably go off to put those isolator chips in the appropriate spot, like in security or in computer storage, like wherever they're supposed to be, and then I'll come back to the bridge.
Oh, I think you could just read them into the computer here as long as you put, like, these are the people allowed to access these files.
Yeah, and then I
don't think you actually have to put the chips in, like, a vault.
Well, more like she's not going to upload them in plain view of the bridge.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She'd go to like the security room where you'd where you plug those stuff in, or just computer core and just plug them in real quick, and they go, okay, I'm done. Or just, if it's that easy, it's like I go into a side office here on deck 2 and go, okay, plug them in, back up I go.
You're right, the con officer is like a walking security threat.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's so funny. I love the idea that you're just completely oblivious.
Hey,
you're just completely oblivious.
I want you to know the first thing she's going to say, if and when she learns you're a spy, is "That's so cool," and then she's going to try to get you to high five her, and then bring her into your secret spy society.
Do I get an assassination knife? I bet I get one.
And can I get an assassination use, Sean?
That's just a new Sean. I mean, you didn't hear that.
No, it's a more pointy Ushan.
It's a more pointy. No, it's a less pointy, so it's less suspicious.
Oh, right. It's
Uh,
a poison-coated Ushan.
That's just something a Vulcan spit on.
What's this?
Ew.
All right. So we're doing flybys of the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Bombard them from orbit.
Yeah, planetary surveys from orbital and aerial, and then also system surveys. We got a butt ton of shuttles. The Class 7 shuttles have pretty decent sensor scores, so...
So we have the ensign, and then I don't think Krasik was going on the shuttle, right?
No, I'm since it's the crisis teams doing the work, I'm overseeing from the ship.
All right. Are Fox and Batal in on this, or are they going straight down to New Decor?
we should probably be going straight down.
Yeah, I don't think
'Cause-
you're crisis team, are you?
No, and we.
Well,
kinda
no one
need
is
these-
yet. You'd have to sign up for it.
No,
I thought we were
kinda-
testing people that had already been assigned.
No. This
Oh, okay.
was testing who gets to be a part, like who's good enough.
Qualifies.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll test Shadrach later, but well, his performance in the investigation down below might well qualify him in some respect.
Can I get a medical division sheet?
A medical sheet?
Yeah.
Another one?
Yeah.
Hey, we have three. We actually have a hospital.
Yeah, I mean there
Yeah.
are 1,000 civilians or something on board this tug.
Okay, done. Is anyone flying with the con officer?
Well, that's
To
what
actually,
the medical person is for.
Do scans?
Yeah, I would humbly request that any kind of science officer ever could come along with me. That way I'm not trying to scan while flying a spaceship at high speeds.
Well, you can't
Yeah,
handle
science
nerd
will
stuff.
probably be good.
Yeah, actually, if we could get a science sheet, I have one I'll throw in. Unless you want to just bring along Talix.
I think we should throw a new person together, probably. Unless Talix seems like
If you're bringing
like a shoo-in.
what is Zakalith's vehicle of choice?
Oh,
You
God.
have you have the ones that I think make sense. You have the fighter, you have the Type 6, the Type 7, and a runabout.
we're not bringing the fighter on this mission because, as far as we know, there are no hostiles in the system. And so she's probably just going to bring the runabout. Because
Okay.
you know.
In that case, you can have 4 people. You can have like 4 consoles.
Uh-huh.
So you can have an assist and a team if you wanted, actually.
Yeah, just a whole group of backseat flyers being like, "Oh, you're banking too strong."
Or they're helping you do the nerd stuff was more what I was going for.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
what I'm
know if
saying.
this is a Roll20 name or you're actually with Balark Ukabus.
I haven't given a name yet.
Okay,
also
it was
haven't
I think
just like it was just believable enough where I was like, I don't know.
That could be Trek enough. That's in the ballpark.
Yes, that could just be this dude's name.
True.
Lolly
Yeah.
Park 2-decker bus?
Lieutenant Ukabus.
Do you want to add a sensor module to your runabout?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Because that adds 1 to the computers and sensors and gives it the high resolution sensors talent.
Mm-hmm.
But he's
All right.
Lieutenant Junior Grade Dukabus.
God's almighty.
Great.
God's almighty.
Listen, Dugabus. High Command has assigned us to us and some other
Command.
teams. Has assigned us and some other teams to
Oh,
begin scanning throughout the system on the off chance there are any Carthy vessels lurking. Are you up for the challenge?
yes. Well, it comes off as like oddly filtered through like they
Mm-hmm.
put like a weird audio filter
Mm-hmm.
over his voice because he's like a Zaranite wearing the mask.
Great. And she's going to say, by the way, in your experience, are tactical officers meant to engage in investigative work?
Well, I'm a planetary scientist. I don't know much about tactical command structure.
Oh God, buddy, we're going to be on this plane. We're going to be on this bird for quite a few hours. So I'd appreciate if we could get a little bit more banter going on.
I apologize. Also, you're talking to someone who's actively trying to put together this NPC as
No,
we
you're
go.
fine. No, I think it makes the most sense for her to be mildly annoyed at a strange alien who mostly just wants to do his work quietly.
Yep. Yep.
She will make a few more attempts at small talk, and seeing they go nowhere, she will just sit quietly and stare into space and realize the mistake of career she's made.
All right.
Have a token now.
You are covering the surface of the planet, but at your current height, about at about 20,000 feet, you have not detected anything out of the ordinary.
All right, I'll cut us down to 10,000 feet.
The resolution has only slightly improved.
I'll drop us to 5,000 feet.
Daring con difficulty 2.
All right. As she says, Mr. Chatterbox over here, hold on to your tubes. Daring Con, focus on small craft.
Telling the superior officer, hold on to your tubes.
It's really good.
I'm the captain of this boat so long as I'm sitting behind these controls. Daring Con, take a threat.
Oh
right.
God. Oh, so funny.
As she just hard cuts and you drop several thousand feet in the span of several seconds.
Screaming. Just but it's like again filtered through the audio filter, so it's just it's just
Is that 2 momentum gained? I really doubt the shuttle has the ability to hit at 12.
At 9 at best.
Not no.
Not hitting that number.
You are low enough that you're able to that the shuttle sensors could pick out individual life signs.
Ooh.
Do we have someone who can do anything with that yet?
Yeah, probably. I have stats. I just need to copy them over. So what's the roll? I can copy that stat first.
I was gonna say, Dorkabus. God. Stats are basically done. I just need to finalize them. Although, if this ends up being a medicine roll to find life signs, I'll be marginal at it.
I think it would be sensor science.
Okay. I could do this. I just won't have a focus on it. Is the
Sensor science. I might have a focus on it then. Because I've
Jesus
got
Christ.
a.
What? Chatterbox, why'd they bring you here if you don't even know how to operate the sensors?
He's good at the sensors. Up.
Okay. Would you take scanning devices for a focus here?
Yes. I mean, actually, I don't know. Do you intend that to be any different from sensor operations?
I was thinking it would be slightly more tooled towards like hand scanners probably, rather than
Oh,
ship sensors. So
In that case, then it wouldn't apply. Unless you're using a hand phaser, you're sticking it out the window.
yeah. Full transparency, I was not thinking ship systems.
Oh god, trapped in a bird with two people and neither of them know how to do the job they were asked to do.
I don't know, if you think scanning devices is just like strictly worse than sensor operations, I could go for that.
no, I would.
If you're wanting these characters to be part of the crisis team, don't forget the
I'm inclined to take it.
some of those talents that, not talents, focuses.
Focuses?
They're supposed to have. Yeah.
I'm looking at those focuses now. So I had forgotten about them. I might need to swap them out.
You're not going to have a focus if you do that because you need at least 3.
Yeah.
But that was the thing.
At?
That was the caveat earlier was that Krasic could determine that requirements are not actually the best requirements.
Yeah, wait, where are those requirements? I can't see it.
They're pinned.
Pinned.
Oh, okay, they're pinned. They're in the Discord. I was looking at Roll20. Cool.
Mm.
But we are running slow on time, so
Yeah.
I will ask.
No focus.
Reason Science difficulty 2.
Can I assist with Daring Con because I'm bringing us low to get them better results?
That you have succeeded at that. You have already achieved that.
Okay.
Science officer will probably be better at the science roll then. If I don't have a focus.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so remind me again, what is the actual roll?
Reason Science difficulty 2.
Okay. And since we're scanning for life signs, I assume none of my focuses come into play. Planetary science, meteorology, and terraforming. I don't have
I
any.
would take
that are-
planetary science at increased complication.
And what is our what's our momentum pool looking like?
2.
2. And the difficulty?
2.
2. Okay. I'll spend a momentum and I'll accept the increased comp. Does that just increase it to comp 2?
Yes.
Okay. Here we go.
Two gained. I think high res gives you a bonus.
Yep.
All right. On your screen, you see what looks to be a humanoid life signs is not specific enough to get species, but it is a humanoid of some kind, and it is has erratic life signs and is being chased by a pack of carnivorous creatures.
Ensign,
You
it would
finished with the nerd
appear,
stuff?
indeed, and it would appear that there is someone on the planet in distress.
She looks at your like the coordinates for it, and you feel the whole ship lurch as the ship like does a 360 turnaround to go and intercept them.
I didn't finish explaining.
We'll get there. We'll figure it out.
Daring con difficulty 3.
Yeah, all right. I want to, yeah, fly by and get close enough to offer them a lift. All right, daring con, small craft. Yeah, I don't think this is an attack run. 1 momentum, 2 threat.
Oh, could I use that bonus to ask the species?
Oh,
No.
Okay. Then I think it's dead.
Actually, I will. The most I would do is I will eliminate. You can ask me, and I will give you a yes or no if that's possible.
my
Okay.
command needs to know is it a Cardi or not.
Yeah, is it a Cardassian?
That is a possibility.
Okay. I've also...
I wasn't trying to cut you off. I was just trying to move quickly.
No. It's I wanted to address that before.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. It doesn't make it. 1 second. Well, you're welcome to the comp.
Complicates. You want to take that comp or threat?
Sure, we'll take the comp.
The ensign in her desire to get to the individual has forgotten to close the Bussard collector that collects exotic particles for the impulse engines. And a small flying animal lodges itself in there.
Bird strike.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
1 second, you are flying
Bat.
at Mach 2, and the next moment, Ensign, you are looking up to a shuttle that is buried nose in the ground.
Damn, and she slams the console.
Your piloting leaves much to be desired.
Yeah, well, you're not a
is
great
anybody hurt?
conversationalist. Maybe if you were a better co-pilot, I would have been awake enough to have not crashed.
Please, this arguing isn't going to get us anywhere.
Uh,
What happened?
There's an
We
alert on the console.
We hit something, and she's going to look at the alert.
The person you were following, they're nearby. You did make it there.
All right. Does the ship have like an external speaker system?
To threat, it did, as it depowers.
Okay. Can I make a quick insight roll to judge whether or not this thing, if this thing is flyable, if this thing can be pulled out of the muck or not?
It has no power.
Okay. She looks at the two of you and says, "Do either of you two know anything about shuttles?"
Not particularly, no.
I didn't think so. All right, I'll look at it. I'm going to.
The con superpower lets you use con
Yeah,
instead of engineering, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, to look at the engines of the ship to get power. Can I make an assessment of their damage?
Do you get out of the shuttle?
If I can't make that assessment from in here, then yeah, I'll pop open the door.
You pop open the door and notice that the nose is buried, and just behind the transporter compartment, the actual rear of the shuttle is just sitting on the ground, as in the shuttle is in two parts. They're still attached, but they're broken in half.
Oh, okay. They've been slinking.
A la Titanic.
Okay.
So the whole sensor module is just back there.
Yeah, and the two of you in the front hear like a loud like whistle, and she says, "Yeah, no, this bird isn't flying again. It looks like a bird." And she chuckles to herself and says, "Looks like a bird crashed her bird, huh?" And then she's gonna hop out of the ship and onto the dirt to look around.
You see someone running into the woods, being chased by what look like three-legged, fast-moving animals.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut my hands around my mouth and say, "Hey, we're here to help. We're here to rescue you."
They continue running into the woods.
Quinn will run after them.
We should probably give chase.
All right.
Already on it.
Yeah, all right. She wasn't about to immediately leave the crash site, but once someone else does it, she feels like, oh, the permission's been granted for me to also leave the crash site.
Yeah.
Fitness con difficulty 1.
From everyone? Or
Yes.
Jam a focus in navigation to get around the muck of the jungle or the forest.
I'll take it.
Of the wetlands.
You're very kind.
Salt marshes.
Or somewhere.
Salt flats. You'll get it right eventually.
I don't think salt flats have forests.
Hey,
no,
aliens. Aliens.
Salt trees.
I've been to the Bonneville Salt Flats, and I can tell you they do not.
Aliens.
Different planet, different rules.
This is a salt tree. I can fit next to all my other salt trees.
If there's salt vampires, oh no. Oh,
Yeah,
Captain didn't get her coffee.
Quinn did not do so well. Yeah, that wasn't the
threat or complication.
Complication.
Oh God.
She dies.
I mean, she might. Yeah, she doesn't have enough value.
Hold on.
Oh wait, she might have a value. No, didn't spend any extra for her.
Time for some red shirting.
Yeah.
Yeah, some red shirting.
Yeah, there's only.
It's my name is in the opening credits, so my red shirt power is transitive towards the non-opening credits names around me, regardless of their actual shirt color.
You're probably just a guest star.
It's hey, I was in the meeting room.
Hey, it's a long con.
We're still in the like series opener, so
your contract might be in the air. Who knows?
Characters on this map.
Or else.
The network said this is too stiff and adult. Include a comedy relief character.
Yeah.
Oh no! Too much relief! Too much relief! We're just lower decks with live action people. For some reason, that doesn't work.
Shocking.
We just end up with what's that show that the Family Guy did?
Orville.
Orville, thank you. I was thinking Galaxy Quest. I'm like, that's not right.
Well, Galaxy Quest is the best Star Trek show.
Save him.
I mean, I have enjoyed most of the Orville that I've watched.
It is pretty good.
Yeah, same. I need to get around to watching the most recent season of it.
Although I will say, Lower Decks in live action did work because Jack Quaid is just Boimler. He's just Boimler.
I
That's
mean,
true.
did it though?
That was
Or
pretty
it just,
good.
I mean, they could do a Christmas special. It'd probably work out. A one-off. You wouldn't make a whole series around it.
True.
Don't forget Tawny Newsome. Give her some props for being born.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh. Line of Death has gone away.
Oh.
Circles of Death.
That's like Lines of Death, but different.
Hey, at least
Rounder.
you didn't do the swirls like I do sometimes when I start drawing
This
stuff.
is the vegetation of brownness.
Ew.
I see.
It must be fall. Or it's
Um,
aliens.
The complication is the Cardassian squad coming to help this person has come across you.
Yeah, they're not supposed to be here.
I spent 3 threat to get
Reinforcements
the
last time.
complication is that they have noticed you first. Then I spent 6 to put 3 of them here. For 4 complications.
This has been a comedy of errors.
Complications.
Yep. Yeah, we just kept getting comps.
Mm-hmm.
And we kept letting him take them. Why did we keep
Yeah.
letting him take them?
Yeah, because it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
I'll spend 1 threat. Oh, 1 threat because this is lethal. Oh, I rolled too few dice. Hey! Something worked out for you. That is 1 on a difficulty 2. So, a disruptor. Actually, I think Cardassians use phasers.
They do, yeah.
A phaser hits the vegetation over here. And the complication is you quickly spin around to see exactly where these assailants are, and you can tell they're Cardassians.
Okay, combat, right?
Yep.
All right.
I presume standard rules about phasers apply on who gets what? Unless this mission has us with type 2s
Yes.
for some reason.
Meaning all of you have type 1s.
Yeah.
Yep. And I presume I'm the only one who has enough stats to actually do anything, so I should probably shoot him first.
Before I jump off, I will note that this was a crisis team training mission, so might they have been equipped
I was
as a
going
crisis
to
team?
I was going to let the other 2 of you bring someone out of the background who was, because there was a possibility there was teams and stuff, and it was so
Sure.
I was just about to ask if the other 2 of you wanted someone to step out of the background. It couldn't be a player character. It couldn't be a main character because we know they're not here.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's a hard stop for me. Good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Good night.
Don't die.
I guess then it's just, does Corbinian want to drop anyone in?
I'm staying as ship backup, so if you call up to the ship, I'm actively listening and can help you if something if things go sideways.
Cool. And this character does actually have decent security, so
Great.
that I'm playing.
All right. Do you want to go first, or should I go first?
I can go first, I guess.
All right. Take a shot.
Yeah. Took a look back over those focuses and decided to give her hand phasers. So, she's got a hand phaser focus. I'll take a shot at one of them. This one. Minor action charge for area? I should probably aim, actually.
Oh yeah, everybody, there is cover here, so all of these are going to be opposed. In fact, that other one should have been opposed, but since it didn't hit you, I'm not going to go back and undo it. It actually kind of worked out in your favor.
Okay.
Because you could have rolled no.
Then yeah, minor action aim.
All right. Actually, that means they roll first.
Yep.
Because it's opposed.
Mhm.
I'll buy a die. That is 3 successes.
Okay.
Three or better.
Cool. 3 or better. Yeah. 1 threat and 2 momentum to roll 4 dice.
Ah,
Yep. Damn.
you have aim?
I do have aim. You're right. Re-rolling. That's why I aimed. Nope. Goodbye.
Bud.
But yeah.
He can attempt return fire.
Oh yeah, he has to spend to counterattack.
Yeah, it's not free.
Keep
It
forgetting
is 2. And it would be lethal. So it's
Yep.
3.
What?
You have no body armor and no stress.
Yep.
The specific amount does not matter.
Just vaporized.
Hmm.
No, I think so stress allows you to avoid the injury. This character has a lethal injury and can be
Yeah, character
saved
goes down with a lethal injury. Same rules still apply.
as long as they are seen as they're attended before the end of the scene. They can be saved.
The amount of damage does matter because that damages the potency of the injury.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
You're right. You're right.
It is a number.
Probably above 0.
I'm guessing.
It's probably just 1. You know, it's a tickle me ray.
Oh, yeah, no, of
A
course.
lethal
of
tickle me
course.
ray.
Well, if you don't have any stress, that is.
Lethal.
4.
4, yeah. For just a.
You have a. Oh, the book says they have disruptors.
Oh, weird.
I think that's.
That's uncanonical. In canon, the Cardassians use a type of phaser.
Yeah, that's. I'm gonna say it. You have a. I think it's just because it's defaultly deadly and intense.
Yeah.
They wanted to do that, but it. So they're like combining it with what disruptors normally do, but rather than just calling it like a different type of phaser. So I will note that it's defaultly deadly and intense, but the injury will be a lethal phaser burn 4.
Ooh. We should probably get out of here.
Yeah.
It goes to them.
Oh God. All right.
I will spend 1 escalation to have a rifle.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
my god.
I will spend 1 for lethal, and I will spend all my remaining threat for 2 extra dice.
Who you shooting,
As
Tex?
Without a threat.
The red uniform means command.
True.
Is the
We
command
know
color
that about Starfleet officers. Take out the red ones.
Uh-huh.
opposed? So
So I'm rolling
Yeah,
first?
you roll first.
What do I roll?
Actually, I spent all the threat telling you what I'm going to do, but you're actually the one who goes first. You're rolling control security to set the difficulty for them. And I've already established that it's going to be lethal, and I'm going to roll 4 dice.
All right. Well, the dead girl burnt all of our threats. So 1, 2, 6 threat. I'm gonna roll a full myth.
Oh, and they'll use a minor to aim because it's accurate. So
I assume you won't take this, but I have to ask: stealth focus to try to duck behind a tree and hide from the shot.
I will buy that because this, like the task, you're rolling to not get hit. So this does make sense.
Yeah.
All right. If you're going to be generous like that, I'll take it.
No, you're
okay.
This is not being generous. It's literally what you're trying to do is not get shot, and stealth definitely helps with that.
All right.
Bonus action hide.
4.
Get bonus action hide.
That is 5 success. Oh no, they don't get focuses.
They're just goons.
They only got that one earlier because it was a 1. That is 3 successes. Accurate. I'll reroll the 16.
Oh no!
Because they just need the 4. Meat, not beat.
No,
It's a 16.
So you can. I don't know that counterattack is immediate.
Well, she beat them by 1, so there's 1 momentum generated.
Sure.
You're right.
And is it just 1 to counterattack? Question mark. Or is it 2? Brain.
It's 2.
Oh, you're short.
Too bad you're not a human. A human would be able to do this.
I literally am, and I was considering burning it now. And you know what? I will. Spirit of Discovery.
Wait, you do have Spirit of Discovery because you're you're half. Oh wow!
I have. That's why her first name is a human name. I've alluded to this before. That's also why she routinely. That's why she routinely refers to people who don't understand human concepts as aliens, because she was. It doesn't matter. Gain additional. Yeah. All right. I would like to spend. I'd like to spend my determination on the value. Act quickly, decisively, and never look back. This is a situation where I need to act immediately and consider long-term consequences later.
Yeah.
Or never.
Over here, Petty Officer Quinn was like, got to get the right shot. Can't, can't murder or maim this guy. And Zakath is just headshot. Just get the headshot now and worry about it later.
All right, great. So that gives us 4 momentum total. I will spend 2. You said for a counter.
Does it give you? I thought it only gives you 3.
It gives us 3, but we already had 1 because
you're
I
right,
succeeded by 1.
That threw me right off.
So you have the Adorian species ability. Got it.
There. Okay.
Okay, so you said it was 2 to counterattack.
And now you've already succeeded, so you just do your phaser type 1 damage.
Yep.
Okay, which I don't remember. I will have to grab that page number.
3.
Okay, is that enough to drop him?
The weapon damage is static. It's changed by your security, isn't it?
No, that was 1. 20.
All right. Okay. Type 1s are 3. I guess you can charge, can you?
No, she's responding.
I was going to ask if I could spend for charge an area, but
well, because I'm thinking you get to use intense if you have intense, right? So why would
the difference is that charge is something you spend a minor to turn on. Intense and deadly and stuff is just built into the gun. So that's the benefit, is that I don't have to turn it on. It just is. Whereas a phaser is, no, I have to turn it that way on purpose.
Is one of the things you could do with charge. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you would need to have a minor.
Well, we have 2 momentum. Can I spend them on minors or no, because of the nature of this?
Because you're countering.
It's not a turn.
The most you could do is spend those 2 to add 1 extra potency, to add 1 extra damage.
Which I don't know how much stress this guy can take.
Probably know it's the difference between 3 and 4.
Yeah.
But it might
I'm
not
not
be.
going to risk it because I'd rather just spend on my next turn. All
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, so
I mean,
I
you
look
could-
behind the tree.
You do 3.
You.
Who were you? Oh, yeah.
Whoever shot me.
He goes down.
Hooray!
Yeah, all right. So I duck behind a tree. The tree explodes from a phaser. I, embrace my ability to handle extremely chaotic situations. See that there's a huge threat happening, and simply start firing. And now it goes back to us, and I would like to shoot. I would like to spend my free miner to aim, and I would like to buy a miner with a momentum to charge for area.
Okay.
And I want to blast the two of these guys. So that's control, security. Or I'll blast this guy first because I think I need to set a target.
Well, don't forget, they roll first, so.
Yeah.
And I have no threat.
Okay.
Somebody was greedy guts about it.
2 successes.
All right.
You don't need any threat if you can just roll good like that. I've been rolling. My last 3 rolls have had at least 1, sometimes 2 dies under 5. So
All right. GM, take 3 threat that you could have used earlier. I have a focus in hand phasers and blam. All right. I think that gives me enough momentum to blast the other guy.
3, 4. I believe.
all the members of the Cardassian patrol are stunned.
Okay, with combat over, I want to turn around, look at the wounded person to my left, and I want to flip open my comm badge and say 6 for emergency beam up. Or we don't have comm.
If you do that, the medical support will die.
Oh, right. All right. Sorry. Temsik, save them, and then I'll beam us up.
I will
Who's
if I
this
can.
Temsik you speak of?
Yes. Duka Bubba.
His name was Chatterbox.
So chatty.
Yes,
It's hard to get into word in edgewise, really.
What's the diff on this?
Daring medicine difficulty 5 and 4. Sorry, 4. 5 because someone gave me threat. So I'm going to create the complication that you look down and your med kit fell off somewhere. Like you just see the
like she
kit.
lost her med kit?
The kit has opened and all of the equipment has fallen out somewhere. And I can't do anything with 1 threat. So.
Awesome.
So you're up to diff 5 because you don't have
and
the proper equipment.
Yep, and I don't have any values or anything. I think this person is about to die.
You can use a directive.
Oh, yeah, I could use a directive.
And I think I wrote down one that actually applies here.
Where would that be in?
It's in Discord as well.
Mod.
Yeah, I'm looking.
There was one about you not beaming up when someone was. Prohibit Starfleet officers from transporting out of a dangerous situation if others would be put at risk by doing so.
General Order 5.
You can call on General Order 5 that you have to do this.
Mm-hmm.
You have to save her before you leave.
Yeah, that's fine. That's reasonable. And then take.
There's 4 momentum on the board.
Oh, there's 4 momentum on the board.
Mhm.
Okay. In which case, take. Two threat, and the 4 momentum.
What?
Stop adjusting my threat.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. I see your math. Okay. Wait.
Okay, here we go. That's 4.
Yeah, that's 4.
On a diff 5.
You said it was diff 4.
Said diff 5.
I spent to create the complication that your med kit had been opened, so you were getting the penalty for not having equipment. So you are 1 short.
Can I get an assist from Phoebe?
You could.
Okay. Then I will. She's like standing there with the TV remote phaser pointed at these guys. But if you call her over to assist, she absolutely will try.
Oh, you said two threat. You said two threat for momentum.
Took two threat.
Yeah, he did. My brain skipped a beat. Sorry.
I definitely don't have a focus in this, but I'll give it my shot.
Hey.
High five.
I picture like you go to give her a high five and she's about to, and then she realizes that your hand is bloody.
Both of our
and
hands are
she's
just
like,
soaked.
okay. And she says, maybe after Chatterbox, and then she's gonna tap
Yeah.
her comm badge and try to call up.
Yes, maybe later.
Oh,
Nope. Nope. I'm not saying that. Nope.
Ensign Jakilith to not Enterprise, to Vanguard.
Yeah, you wish this was the Enterprise.
Hey, take that back.
Rude.
I mean, most prestigious post in the Federation.
Next to the Vanguard.
Uh-huh.
Or the Terrascopa,
Sure.
but that doesn't come out for a while.
Yeah, sure, buddy.
Right.
Out right after y'all like did a fist bump or something.
Yeah, no, all I did was I tried to call up to the ship, and then they started joking because I almost said Enterprise. Does anyone pick up on the other end?
Yes, you turn around, about to ask for the transport, and a different beam of energy takes these people away as a complication with my last little bit of threat.
Okay.
God damn it.
Damn it. Okay.
However, give me insight security difficulty 2.
Mhm.
Insight security difficulty 2. All right, I'm pretty good at that.
And I'll assist.
A focus in improvisation.
No.
I don't even know what you're looking for here.
Something about being observant or
Yeah.
noticing
I
things.
will say if I do this and succeed, I do generate a bonus momentum.
3 momentum. I mean, what are you rolling? I'm rolling a 12.
I'd only be rolling a 10.
Yeah, I got
Well,
it.
I would take stealth.
Okay.
You're
okay.
noticing something stealthy someone else has done.
If you'll take that. 3 okay,
Yeah.
3 threat.
Yay.
I
have
keep
no
being
help.
out, and then I keep getting more.
And then you generate some bonus momentum off that, right?
3 momentum gained. As you are about to request the beam out, you turn to look at the Cardassians. They're gone as they beam out from something other than a Federation transporter. But behind them, about 50 meters through the trees, you can just kind of make out what looks like a facility.
Okay. Curiosity piqued. However, the ensign is brash. She's does not have a death wish, so she's still going to call for a beam out and simply inform them of the facility. She's not going to investigate that by herself and with a tube man and a woman bleeding out. Sadly, we are going to leave.
All right. That's it for this week.
And yep, as soon as we beam up, we beam up into the transporter room. I'm gonna leave handling the hurt person to you, and just immediately sprint to the bridge to talk to the captain about what just happened.
Yeah, that's fine.
For all of you watching out there, thank you very much for watching. For those of you playing and running, thank you very much for doing so. And we'll see you all next time as the pilot gets more people killed.
Woo!
He survived.
Does she though? That's actually a Cardassian spy. You didn't
Another
see
one?
it there. But you're the one that made it. I saw you write it in, then erase it out.
Oh, you're right. I forgot.
Yeah, I saw what you're up to.
Yeah, well, you have to take the chances you can.
Well, I definitely think that said, I think picking up emergency medicine on Dukabus next time is
Yep.
a reasonable pull.
Yeah, I do like how he very organically evolved through that from like bickering with her to actually they like each other now just by virtue of what the circumstances they went through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I just like doing his voice by doing the thing where I
Wah,
dribble
wah,
my
wah.
lips with where I dribble my lips with my finger.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Uh,